I'm okay. I just smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights live on Sports.com. I'm the boy Eazy, joined by my guy Spin More Racks.
Hello.
Young Chris, JB Smooth. We got a background now. We fancy this thing. Might have to give him some regular version of it. You can't really see it on the screen.
Yeah. Make
See it close.
Hey, chat, recommend what our back wall should be.
The us. Yeah, Spencer said chicken wings.
Yeah, throw some chicken wings on there.
Smash that like button.
On it.
Be a friend, tell a friend. Spinny, you were out yesterday.
I was.
You gave a little tattoo, as they say in New Zealand. I don't know why. I don't know where they say that, but I remember I used to be obsessed with tattoos. Before I started podcasting, I was actually like trying to become a tattoo artist. But your boy's got shaky hands. Probably early onset of Alzheimer's or something like that. But how'd it go? Did it hurt?
It hurt really bad.
Fucking told you.
It hurt really bad. Like, especially like up here towards the collarbone.
Yes, that's what hurt the worst.
And like in the middle of the chest. That
Yes.
shit. Yeah, that shit was painful.
Were you happy with the final product?
Yeah, I love it.
Can we see it,
Here it
Chris?
is.
Yeah, so that's what I got right there.
Naruto.
It is,
Love that shit.
So my family's initials all together spell out Disco DJ. Dylan, Ian, Spencer, Cole, Olivia, Danny, Jackie. So I wanted to get something that wasn't just like the words. And he designed it and tattooed it, and he did a great job. Shout out my guy Eric Molka and King Cross Tattoos up in Tamoosh, Michigan.
That is the most rent. Yeah, how'd you end up there? Instagram?
Yeah.
What was it, like an hour away?
Found him on Instagram. Yeah, it's like an hour, 20 minutes.
Does it ever trip you out when you guys find like random cities like you never heard of, and like in the state you grew up your whole life in, like Tamoosh? Like what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, did
It's
you know?
like west of Ann Arbor.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's another trippy thing too. When I go like to the west side of the state, this shit's just so different. Like people live here. Like I don't know. Just,
I've never been to Grand Rapids.
never been to Grand Rapids.
No.
Grand Rapids is actually like kind of nice.
There's some hoods too, though. Like
Yeah.
Benton Arbor. So my
Benton Harbor,
boys from East Lansing are from Benton Arbor.
Yeah, we went to Benton Harbor for Joyke's charity weekend. Man, the fatties are out that week. It was a good time, but no, Benton Harbor. I was actually kind of blown away. It's kind of crazy because like that area. I don't know if anyone listening is from there. If they want to comment on it, but like, there's Benton Harbor that looks like, I guess like kind of like Detroit or like Pontiac-ish.
Yeah.
And then like not even, like it's borderline like 8 mile-ish where like you head into St. Joseph, and it's like one of the nicest like cities. It's right in the water. Like everything looks like brand new, and like it's just crazy. Like the contrast, like Benton Harbor to St. Joseph, and it's like right the fuck there. It's like you take one turn down the street, and it's like now I'm right by like millionaires. I don't know. It's just weird concept there. But shout out to Joyke. Shout out that charity weekend. If you guys ever get opportunity to go, you should.
Let's definitely go.
You should go. Good time for sure. Dominic and Sue officially not coming. I should have grabbed the video for it. Oh, what?
Nothing. You're good. I'm trying.
Oh, my bad. See, he's not coming.
Yeah, he's not coming. He's edging. They're edging to Dominic and Sue. It does suck. You know, we thought that he feels the need for the Lions, but you know, we got the vibes.
Yeah.
So.
I guess. Oh, you know what? I have this in the prep, so I'll leave that one alone. I don't know. That one confuses me a little bit, but we'll speak about it. Pistons. I don't even really want to.
Pistons are embarrassing.
Yep.
I don't want to.
How, bro?
They lost the toilet bowl again. They're 0 for 2 in toilet bowls this year. They're gonna lose 25 plus games in a row.
Where I got like defeated, where I felt defeated in watching that game, is that Desmond Bane's like a good player.
Yeah.
Isn't Cade Cunningham like supposed to be better than Desmond? Like, isn't like project to be so? Like, how is Desmond Bane allowed to like take over a game? And I love Cade.
Wow.
But then I'm like Cade, bro. Like fuck this. Respond. Like, do what he's doing for us. Because there was that stretch in the second half where like nobody was. And I get a lot of people want to like fire Monty type shit. But, like Ivy missed a couple wide open threes. Like just no one was hitting shots. And at that point, I was like, Cade, be the #1 overall pick and just take over this game right now. Like.
Yeah,
show me some signs of that. Like I don't know.
It looked like the only one that wanted it last night was Bojan.
Yeah.
Like keeping it a buck, that was
consistently,
like,
too.
like he was awesome, and that was the one thing I did like about the game is like, Cade has been around Killian, he's been around Joe Harris, like all these players that are like either play make or they defend. Last night Bojan had like 7-8 assists. Like he was playmaking and shooting. Like Cade's never had one player next to him that like does both those things. And you saw it was a very good thing to have next to Cade. But yeah, I'm with you, Eazy. Like Cade is, I get, he's the one that teams are game planning for, but so is Desmond Bane with Memphis.
Yeah.
Like what was Detroit's game plan?
Yeah.
To stop Bismack Biyombo? No, it was to focus on, which shout out Bismack Biyombo. Don't know how he's still in the NBA starting, but
Hey, getting those checks.
That is true. I remember we had that one playoff series with Orlando, right?
Biyombo.
I wanted
That's
him.
another one.
I wanted him when he was in. I think he was in the Brandon Knight draft class, right?
What'd you say?
He was in the Brandon Knight draft class, I believe.
Yeah, I think
and,
so.
And
Yeah, I
that's
think so.
and that's who I actually wanted.
He had one like good ass playoff series. It was like the first round, and he got a huge ass contract.
Yeah.
Was it with Toronto? Was it with Orlando? I feel like.
I don't even remember. But
I think it was
I know what you're
Toronto.
talking about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it might have been.
Maybe.
But yeah,
Yeah, it was Toronto. You're right. Yeah.
You remember I said me and my boy Billy at MSU, we used to put random NBA players in the names of songs. Here's one of them. Like Kendrick said down, be humbles. Bismack, Biyombo, Bismack, Biyombo.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
that
no.
thing.
Come
Poking out
get your
right
haircut
there.
today.
Come
boys.
get your haircut today, boys. But yeah, I guess the thing again, because the Pistons were up. I think it was like late in the
Christmas
third.
tree in my way.
Huh? So you got Christmas tree away. You're
Christmas
missing out,
tree
my
in my
boy.
way.
You're missing out, my
Yeah.
boy. But the Pistons
I
were
was
up
gonna
like late to the
I was gonna
third.
cut to Cam.
And then it felt like Desmond Bane was like, "Fuck this! Like none of my teammates are making shots. Let me just take over." And then he went like a 7-0 run by himself.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, Kate, do that.
Yeah,
Like, somebody do that
it's-
for
it's
us.
That's what I'm saying, because you can argue that the Pistons roster
I don't wanna talk
outside
Pistons
of
anymore.
outside of like if you take away Cade and Bane, the Pistons quote unquote supporting cast was probably better than than Memphis was last night, and yet Cade still wasn't able to ride to the occasion. And again, I can't put it all entirely on Cade, but a lot of this performance was Cade not being the guy who took over. Like, what happened to the guy who took over against Brooklyn, who took over against Utah in his rookie season? Like, I think he's playing defeated right now, and you're damn sure not going to get out of the winning streak playing defeated. Bojan had an interesting quote. He said, "I feel like we go harder in practice than in games."
Who? Bojan?
Bojan said that. And
That
it's
Cade
just
does?
like, he said that the team like in general, the team goes harder in practice than in games. And it's like okay, I think they're just walking in these games defeated. Like the first time things go wrong, you saw, like you said, they were up in third quarter, and then once things went wrong, they went wrong bad, and it was
Well, it's
over.
like Monty called them soft, and everyone got offended. But it's like, bro,
They are
soft.
They are soft. They're unwatchable. I don't want to talk about them anymore.
One more thing,
they fucking suck.
I do think that if there's any positive for like the people that are Ivy fans, I do think Cade and Ivy are gonna start seeing a lot more minutes together.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that they look straight.
What do
last
these
night.
minutes
For a
matter
minute.
anymore?
For a minute.
Don't care. Pistons suck. Let's talk about something else.
Alex Anthony's back, broken thumb.
Yeah,
League's back.
Did you hear his quote?
Yeah, sliding out of place.
He kept sliding out of place,
shoving it back.
Yeah, he's like, and then we just put a screw in it, and I'm good to go. I was
Yeah, then he just that's the other thing too is like last week he had a baby on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I obviously missed a week because of like he had surgery on his thumb. I think Wednesday, had a baby Thursday, and was back at team meetings for Friday and Saturday. Mm-hmm. He had another interesting point that he made too, and I'm glad he said it. Is like, I think it was Justin Rogers asked him like what it was like to watch the game as like a fan, and he's like, he said it was hard to follow like the assignments, like a lot of fans like bitching at like certain players for like missing, like whatever in coverage and stuff like that. He's like, I'm in the meetings and I couldn't even like tell who was where. And I don't know if that's a bad sign on our guy AG or just like maybe we don't know what the fuck we're watching. But he had that to say. I should have clipped that one. But Maserati Marv, I don't believe this.
potentially coming back
Use his graphic, Chris, for
to
this one.
Ohio State. We have some quotes from a beat writer for the Ohio State football program. He put it out there. He said, these are quotes from Marvin Harrison. He says, I want to beat the team up north and win a Big Ten championship. Marvin Harrison Jr., still no rush to make a decision on his future, though there will be time and a place for that. Marvin Harrison Jr. says money won't be a factor in his decision. Beating Michigan and winning the Big Ten are more important. On the awards, I would trade it all to win against the team up north. And, it's not like he needs the money. and he's getting paid more than he would his rookie contract in the NFL in college. Yeah, the NIL,
I don't know, bro.
NIL bag.
He has the opportunity if the Bears get it because they have Justin Fields. Unless what JB was saying before the show is true, or if they're truly thinking about that, to be the number one overall pick.
I don't think that's going to change in a year, though.
Or maybe
I think he has even more chance next year.
I don't believe this shit. No, there's no fucking way.
Oh.
Who was even the next QB up for them?
Was
Dante Moore flirting with them?
Dante Moore was flirting with them.
Okay. I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly. I would be extremely surprised if he did stay at Ohio State, but Maserati Marv! He's
Kyle McCord's he's maybe
Kyle
that's
McCord,
why. Yeah. I don't know. JB, where you have this one?
What, the Kyle McCord thing?
The Maserati
Marv. Staying put.
No, because after the Ohio State-Michigan game, I heard like a lot of the players were upset about the coaching and just the team all in general. So I think everyone's just kind of falling apart and everyone's just about to get out of here and leave. I don't think that he's just gonna jump and sign somewhere just because they're a great school. No, it is for the bag. It's for some money somewhere. That's why right now you've got over damn near 1,400 kids in the transfer portal. They're jumping to find somewhere who is going to pay them to play. So it is what it is.
But that's the thing too, is like he's speaking specifically about, I guess, about like beating Michigan. So it's like you're going to stay at Ohio State to try. I mean, I don't know. I'm reading a thing from Andrew Brandt right now. I'm just trying to get an idea of like what type of money he's dealing with at the collegiate level. It says for Harrison, speaking of Marvin Harrison Jr., that's roughly $25 million next year, plus any endorsement. Whoa, okay. Well, that he is making more than a first round draft pick. $25 million. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Travion Henderson have allegedly been offered NIL deals that rival first-round draft pick money to keep them at Ohio State for the 2024 season, per sources. It's unclear if either will accept the deals. And Andrew Brandt reports, as a verified account, says $25 million, plus any extra pro NIL deals. That's actually insane. I would stay too. I was thinking like you're missing out money. $25 million for 1 year?
Yeah.
That's more than Amon St. Brown's making as a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL like right now.
For his whole contract.
Yeah. That's more than any first-round wide receiver. I mean, obviously, unless you get like
$50 million.
You know what it is, too? I mean, I don't know how much Ryan Day makes. Will you look that up, somebody? How much? What if he's like, for the sake of his fucking job? Because he needs to get a W against Michigan. He's like, bro, take my salary, man. Take half of my salary.
Ryan Day makes like $9.5 million a year.
He even make that's insane.
Yeah.
Coaching college kids making more money than you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes sense. Maserati Marv is amazing, but all right, I guess I believe it.
Ow!
Oh God!
Ow!
Yeah.
Down the sideline, Maserati Marv.
Love it.
Don't you just hate electricity?
Chris, tell us about Glorious Cannabis.
All right. Glorious Cannabis is back with a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good, it's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of your Detroit football. You can find it at Dispo Dispensary and get it 25% off at checkout using the promo code Woodward. That's visit gloriouscanna.com.
Glorious! Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. Whether you landscape for your job or landscape for fun, get all your equipment from Outdoor Equipment Co., the official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Michigan grown, family owned. OutdoorEquipCo.com.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Your childhood may be over, but Playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts, carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, LS Tractor, Steel, and more. Servicing the Great Lakes region with locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Co., your power equipment playground.
Bong Journal. Welcome back
there,
to Woodward Heavyweights Live at WoodSports.com. I'm Eazy. It's Spin Rex. Yo, Chris, JB Smooth. If you guys haven't already, please make sure you smash that like button. It's very much appreciated. Helps the algorithm recommend us a couple more people. What's up, Chris?
It makes it. I dare you. The Maserati. This is stupid, but the Maserati makes me think of this coworker of mine at my other job, who she's like 40 and she's dating this guy who he can't be older than like 25 because she's like very serious and professional. But I heard her in the back on the phone with him. He's like, "Yeah, honey, the boys are at Brad's if you want to come over." Like just like one of those dudes who's like 25, 28, still a frat boy type thing. And I found out that he's a rapper and he goes by Maserati Mitch.
Maserati Mitch.
Yeah. I was waiting for that tie back, Chris. I was getting ready to flame your ass, boy. That's a dumbass story.
We looked it up. So a couple of coworkers and I looked it up one day, and it was just like his raps are just. They're bad. They're bad. They're the worst I've ever fucking heard. So then every time I see her, I just go, "How's my boy Double M doing? How's Maserati Mitch doing?"
We gotta get a song. We gotta play it. You already gave him some clout. You said the name and everything.
Yeah.
Album review.
Yeah.
Album.
Yeah.
Next album review, Maserati Mitch.
Okay.
Dude, this is gonna be a segment. We're gonna pick a shitty ass album. Shitty ass rap album Chris has to review it every Friday.
Oh man,
dude, Chris seemed like pissed off after reviewing the ICP.
Dude, I genuinely was. I'm sitting there the whole time like, y'all have to make me like listen to this shit. And I was also trying to be like serious and take notes and be like, is there anything good I could take away from this shit?
No, we're definitely doing that as a segment.
Oh man,
Corolla Chris.
We're gonna pick a shit. So this week's is fucking Maserati Mitch.
I don't even know if he has an album, but whatever he has on,
whatever's on his Spotify playlist of an artist.
We're gonna do. Who should we do after that? Like Logic or somebody?
That would be a significget upgrade given the last two. Suggestions.
We'll let the chat decide.
We'll think about it. Yeah.
Do you want to get some of the stuff in the intro in, or you want to go right to? I'll just use this as our YouTube clip. So I want to give it like its due justice.
Due justice.
Due
diligence.
Due diligence. Yeah.
Due diligence.
Due diligence. Or we jump into something else if you want.
It's up to you, man. It's your show.
Where you at? Are you pissed off about the Ndamukong Suh thing?
I'm not pissed off about the Ndamukong Suh thing. Like, it sucks. Yeah. Is it like as pissed off as I was at the trade deadline? No. Would I like to see Ndamukong Suh on this team? Yes. Do I think he would help this team? Yes. But you know, they're sticking to this vibes. Sticking to the vibes, bruh. Shaka, bruh. Like he would help this team. You can't tell me he wouldn't help this team. And it sucks that he's gonna go to the Eagles or
that's where
the 49ers or Kansas City or somebody like that, and we're gonna see him going deep in the playoffs again.
That's where I get like a little pissed off because again, for like Dan Campbell, what he spoke about it, and I should have clipped it, but he mentioned like, you know, we did every bit of research they could have done, and they felt like they made the best decision for the team. It's like, okay, that's fair, and I do like Brad Holmes as an evaluator, obviously, especially in the draft more than anything. But then why? Like, I guess like these teams are like they're doing better. They're better teams. Why is Ndamukong Suh good enough for them?
I don't know.
Why is Shaq Leonard good enough for them, but they're not good enough for us? Now, the Shaq Leonard stuff, I'm not
mad about Shaq Leonard.
Yeah, because we're straight
Our
linebacker.
linebackers core is fine.
Yeah.
But Ndamukong, we have a hole.
Yes.
At interior defensive line.
Yes.
And we filled it with, I don't even remember his
Tyson
name.
Alu.
Tyson Alu.
Alu.
I do like.
Shoot. Do-ba-do.
Shoot. Do-ba-do. You can't tell me that Ndamukong Suh isn't better than Tyson Alu. No disrespect to Tyson. I hope you go out there. I hope you make plays. I hope you're the second coming of J.J. Watt. But, like, man, I don't know. It does suck.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, is like even AG today was laughing about the fact that these two 36-year-old guys. Not that Dominic Sue isn't old either. But again, so why is he good enough? The one thing I'll make like a excuse for is if it's a situation where Sue's like trying to win Super Bowls. I don't know if you guys are there.
That's probably what it is.
You think so?
I think so.
I would feel.
But also, if we
feel better if that's the scenario?
I would feel better if that's
yeah.
this scenario.
I would too.
If they reached out and he was just like, not really feeling it, I would feel better. Like, I'm fine if you reach out to somebody.
Yeah, boy.
if you reach out to somebody and they say no, that's cool. I'll accept that. Whether it be the price was too high or they don't want to come here, price of a brick going up, different things like that. But if you just don't check the boxes, don't do your due diligence on guys that are top flight players or guys that, like at the trade deadline, top flight players or guys that can fill in spots here, and you just brush it off, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I'd like to think Brad Holmes at least thought about it.
A couple cute comments over Sports Chat. Just a fan says, now the heavyweights are mad. I'm sure Brad Holmes will reconsider things. I literally asked Spinny, are you pissed off about it? And he said no. So nobody's mad, Bubba.
I said no. I said I wasn't mad. But
Chat gaslighting today.
Chat is gaslighting.
Dude, stop gaslighting, dude. Jeez, dude. No, I just feel like it was, a possible miss. But I think I'm also not mad at it too because he is 36 years old. Like I can't.
Yeah, it's not like
he can't miss prospect.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not that.
It's not like Ndamukong Suh would be the piece to take you over the hump. But in this situation where you're missing your
defensive tackle, your three tackle specifically,
your
that's what Ndamukong Suh does.
You're missing who was your second best defensive lineman for the extended period of time that he's going to be out. But we'll see what Tyson Alualu can do.
I don't want to read this because I get none of the guys. I'm just not going to read it. He's got to be trolling with the comment.
He is.
John Johnson says he never liked to hear chase money over championships and went to latch on to winning teams.
What are you talking about, John?
John, yeah, it's what everybody does.
And also, chase money over championships? Was the Detroit team with Sue winning championships anytime soon?
I mean, they were good.
They weren't that good.
They could have been.
They couldn't win a playoff game.
Stafford went and won one.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Bro, they kept Sue. I don't know about Super Bowl, but for sure would have done some damage.
They would have won a playoff game probably, but...
What hurt, again, this is my birth of the 12% rule. Because Stafford's really, really talented. You obviously saw him win the Super Bowl. He was the highest paid quarterback every time he ripped this. That's how it normally goes. But he was making a fuck ton of money. He was one of the first stupid contracts though. I remember the highest one in history. It was $25 million.
Yeah, and then Matt Ryan was the next year.
Yeah,
that's how quarterback contracts go. The next guy to get paid is going to be the highest paid quarterback all time.
Yep.
Like when Herbert gets his deal, or he already did. Yeah,
he's the highest.
He's the highest paid. When Trevor Lawrence gets his deal coming up, he's going to be the highest paid quarterback of all time.
He's practicing already after that ankle injury.
Yeah,
that guy's a freak of nature, man. JB, where you have the Ndamukong Suh stuff?
It's not happening. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Are you
He's
upset
looking
about
at other
though,
places.
or like you pissed?
I'm not really upset, just because I know Sue's had his time here and he wanted to leave, and I don't think he's looking to come back, even if Detroit is one of those contenders that he's got his eyes on right now. I just think he's had a bad time here. He just wants to move on, and he's not even looking at Detroit at all. So I mean, it is what it is,
It is what it is. Trust me, you get what you give. What's your level of confidence? By the way, a couple comments over Sports Chat bring up DPJ, the piece that Brad Holmes did trade for the deadline.
Yeah, it was the missing piece.
I thought he was going to do something a lot sooner than he has.
He hasn't caught
catching
a ball
lot
yet.
of passes out there,
Hasn't caught a ball yet.
Not a goddamn thing. Makes me sick to my stomach.
It's a fine Michigan man,
He is. I do think he's talented, though. I mean, it's got to be coming. I don't know. I also was watching Hard Knocks last night. Tyreek Hill, and he's just so filthy, man. The last episode was the Washington game they had last week. We had 2 tutties, 157 yards. Maybe I'll save this for a little bit later. Why can't we use J-Mo that same way? I get they're different players. Whatever. That's a conversation for a little bit later. But are you confident in the defensive tackles, interior pieces we have now to at least hold it down? Like how detrimental is a McNeil loss to you? With
I think a McNeil loss is extremely detrimental for this team and for this defensive line. He was your second best pass rusher. He was behind Aiden Hutchinson by half a sack for the team lead in sacks.
Yeah.
So without that interior pass rush, it's going to be even worse trying to get to the passer. And you're going up against a guy in Justin Fields who we all know can move around the pocket and does it very well. So I think not having Lee McNeil, especially for the rest of the season, is going to be very detrimental for this Lions defense, whose pass rush can't afford to get any worse. You can't afford for this pass rush to be worse than it has the past 4 weeks. But it's going to be.
Yeah, it's, I really want to know, like, I hope Bugs finally gets some play time now. Like, do you think he'll? Do you believe? Are you buying into like the rift between he and AG, or do you think it's like a consistency thing?
There has to be something going
like
on.
Tim said.
I don't know. I doubt Bugs would just.
If he does it now, that for sure there's like a rift. And then why is he even on the team?
Yeah,
at that point?
I doubt Bugs would just stop being a player. You know, he did it last year. He was a fan favorite. He seemed like a teammate favorite. Like, he was giving speeches and stuff at games, and he was playing well last year. I doubt he just let that go to his head and stop practicing, stop being consistent. So I don't know what's going on with the Bugs situation, but we definitely need him in there.
I had a little bit of epiphany last night too, speaking of the defensive line. Like, saw a couple comments about the NASCAR package. I don't know. Have we seen? I think we've seen Pascal, Kaminsky, Hutch, and whoever the hell else there. But I was kind of thinking about the Aiden Hutchinson thing, because I know he led last week, like the entire NFL in pressures, and we kind of just been on his ass about like getting the sacks. But then I remembered in 2021, Will Harris. No, what's his name? Charles Harris.
Charles Harris, yeah.
He had 7 sacks.
I mean, the NASCAR package is cool and everything, but if you can't rush the passer, even with the NASCAR package, there's no point.
Yeah.
Because then you just get gashed by the run, and you're still not getting sacks.
No, I was to say though, like, I am gonna like ease up on Hutch a little bit with these sacks, because you had a guy who cashed in 7 in 2021, Charles Harris, and you would think that would carry over to something, having those 7 sacks, but it's literally meant fucking nothing.
Yeah.
This guy's been completely non-existent. So I can only cash in like sacks as like your production or like who you are as a player, because I'm even thinking back to Hutch specifically against the Commanders, had 3 sacks in a row. 2 of them were fucking, sorry for swearing if you got kids in the car, but 2 of them were Wentz is running right into him.
Yeah.
Being oblivious, and Wentz currently out of the league for those type of things. I just want to give Hutch some bill there on that one.
I mean, he did cut his hair, so who knows, you know.
He did cut his hair.
That could help him, you know, could give him that
Honestly.
inspiration.
Like Thor coming back to fight Thanos.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
See?
I don't
Might
know.
scoop an eyeball out.
I'm just saying, the last time Eazy let up on someone, Jared Goff had the 2 worst games of the last 20.
True.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think you should take the brakes off.
That's fair. Guys like Michael Parsons still getting sacks too.
Max Crosby. Khalil Mack.
He was on the Hard Knocks episode last week. Max Crosby. Oh.
Yes.
But
Tell
maybe
us
Hutch
about
a little
Mark
bit.
White.
Easy's fault.
Mark White gonna do you right. Right now, my guy Mark White is saving up to $5,000 on your closing costs.
$5,000?
$5,000! No, for real, dollars. Make sure you guys give him a call at 248-290-8242 or visit him at markwhitesells.com. That's $5,000 off your closing costs when you go through my guy, Mark White.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand to offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service the customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford, find new roads. Find them.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live at WoodSports.com. I'm Eazy, Spin More Racks, Young Chris, JB Smooth. If you guys will smash you like butt. Smash.
Wow.
Very much appreciated. Before we went to break, you kind of mentioned something, Chris, about Jared Goff and how he seemed to play well when we were keeping it a buck about him, or some may view it as hate. So maybe go
I'm
back
just
to that.
saying, you're the superstitious one.
I am.
Just
You're
a
right.
little stitious.
Talks with. No, I'm kidding. I was gonna go a little bit too hard. I was up late last night after the episode of Hard Knocks. I was kind of just terrified of the things I was able to see Tyreek Hill do, and we just can't seem to get going with Jameson Williams. I posted that very thought. Some people went at Jared Goff about it. They said we don't have the arm strength to do it, but whatever. We'll talk about that later. Like I said, but JG, there is a some fans would like to call in the narrative when it comes to Jared Goff and playing in the weather. But I just don't think that's the case. It's not me preaching a narrative. There's numbers that support it, and it's not just a me thing either. In fact, Jared Goff had a media session yesterday, and every single question seemed to be about that narrative. Chris?
What gives you the confidence and the comfort to play in the type of conditions you might see this weekend?
In a weather game like this,
what's the worst conditions to play in as a quarterback?
if it's windy and rainy and everything else, kind of embraces the weather, doesn't care about it. And precipitation, or what is it about the weather?
Yeah, nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. So
What's rough on a quarterback, wind or snow?
I feel like I've been asked this question like 4 times in this.
Now, if it's a narrative, and I'm just the hater, I'm the only one pushing it, why is there an entire room of beat reporters all asking questions about what, Spinny?
The weather.
The weather. You see the thumbnail? Ain't a fucking weather, man.
Yeah.
Why are you asking these goddamn questions? Well, there are supporting numbers. Up late last night, couldn't sleep, so I did some of the most nerdiest shit possible, which is probably what I need to do more of to be great at this job. But I went and I looked up, and shout out to Mike Payton for helping me, cheat at this one a little bit because he wrote an article on it last year. But I looked up every single game Jared Goff has played below 40 degrees, 40 degrees and under. And these are by the numbers. In 11 games where Jared Goff has played in 40-degree weather or under, he's thrown for 61% completion, 11 touchdowns with 5 interceptions, and 2,311 yards.
That's not bad.
In 11 games.
In 11 games.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah,
one touchdown.
obviously it's not one game.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't the greatest, I guess. To put it to you this way, like a lot of zero tutties, a lot of 0 and zeros. There was one with his 4 interceptions. He did have one where he went off for like 4 touchdowns. I don't remember the team that I have it on my phone. I'll look it up. But like there was 1 game, 2 games, where like he put in like the majority of those numbers. The rest, on a consistency basis, they weren't pretty. It's not a narrative. There's numbers to back it up. And then he mentioned yesterday too. He talked about like a game in 2017 he played with the Rams against the Giants, the lowly Giants at that time, and they beat them 51-14, 51-17 or something like that. So I went back and I watched that game. Couldn't sleep. It was barely fucking raining, and it was for sure. It was like 63 degrees that day too. And this is not the same scenario. Like, we saw the situation we've seen in Baltimore. Obviously, I think he showed up a little bit last year against Green Bay.
He looked good against Green Bay last year.
234 yards, no touchdowns, no receptions, but was straight. He had a deep ball actually that game too. The Jamie got called back. That deep ball to Cleve Frame, one of the best throws I've ever seen him make here in the Detroit Lions uniform. But overwhelmingly in these cold weather games, man, it's a kryptonite.
Yeah, I mean, those stats weren't too bad when you look at it. 11 touchdowns to 5 interceptions over an 11-game span is not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful. And yeah, we know, that's the narrative out there. So the Lions are going to have to rely on the run game for sure against the Bears, and luckily they can do that. Now, without Frank Ragnow in there, is that run game going to be as successful as we'd hope it'd be? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. I expect Graham Glasgow to fill in pretty well, but David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs are gonna have to do a lot in this game, and Jared's gonna have to step up when he needs to step up and deliver the ball down the field.
Yeah. Booter in Woodward Sports Chat says, wait, one of those 11 games he threw 4 interceptions, and he has a total of 5 interceptions in all 11. Yes, that's correct. So he threw 1 interception in 10 games, Yes, Booner, that is correct. But a 0-0 were like a majority of those games. One of the games in that situation was a Pittsburgh one, ended up in a tie. You guys remember that one? Felt like nobody was trying to win that fucking game.
That was a terrible game.
Felt like a bad acid trip.
Yeah.
It's just like,
that was an awful game.
What the fuck was
They're
happening?
like, oh, turn over here in overtime. Oh, they get the ball back. They turned it over. Look out.
It was brutal. Chris, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna ask what the record was in that in those 11 games.
Actually, I don't have the win-loss record,
because I mean that to me is the most important. Like you can we've seen it time and time again. Like good quarterbacks can have bad games and they can still do just enough to get their team to win, or they can have just enough pieces around them to win. Either way, this is a win-loss and tie league. So I think that's like the most important stat when it comes to it. And also, why didn't you like include like fumbles or anything like for total turnovers? That like
I didn't want to shit on completely. I didn't want to.
So you stayed up.
Not today. You didn't want to shit on
7 extra hours.
Chris, where the fuck are your stats, buddy? Where are yours? Come on.
Right there. You stayed up an extra 7 hours. That's my stat. You stayed up an extra 7 hours to go nice.
There was one of those games I looked at the fumbles, and I think it was a Pittsburgh one. I don't think he had any. You got sacked a shit ton of times though.
Yeah, we just we
I'm
need
not shitting
him
by
to.
any means. I'm saying I'm not having high expectations in this game.
No, yeah, he needs to do what he does, which is go out there, manage the game, don't turn the ball over, and have success on third down. If you can do that, it's a good recipe to win. And that's what we need out of him. We're going to lean on this run game because this offense is predicated on running the ball and running play action. So as long as he doesn't turn the ball over and he is good on third down, the Lions should win this game.
Chris, I'll send you, I guess, the sources if you'd like to see it in a little bit, like I guess, broken down context. So a lot of the games it wasn't. Again, not a lot of production, but I mean, you hit the nail on the head, Spinny. It's just if he can just not turn the ball over, we can survive these games. We blew out, I think, for sure the Giants last year, in a similar situation, and we still won that game big. Jared Goff had no touchdown or an interception in that one, but he didn't turn it over. That's the key thing, like you said. Similar thing with the Jets. He had the one touchdown in that one. It was a big yak one by Brock Wright, game winner. That shit was super hyped because the Jets defense was amazing. They looked great that day too, but. Yeah, just get us by. Mm-hmm. The one thing where I'm nervous about that, even though still, is no Frank Ragnow. And then following the game last week, once he went out of the game, they seemed incapable of running the ball at a consistent pace. Now, obviously, have a week to like get that fixed.
Things,
yeah, I'm saying like get that. I hope get that fixed, but I don't know, man. I don't know. What we've seen is Eazy ishing on Goff. I'm really not. I'm just listen. The weather was quite a narrative yesterday for him. And I was like, let's find out if it's a real thing. It's a real thing. The numbers, Jared Goff and cold weather, it's not the greatest. And I don't know if it's I was speaking with Kool-Aid about it yesterday, but Chicago's ready to whoop some ass, bro.
Chicago's gonna be mad. Chicago's gonna be mad for sure. They're gonna want to get their lick back for sure after the way that first game ended. But like I said, I expect to win this game. I expect the Lions to go in there. I expect them to still be able to run the ball comfortably as long as there aren't turnovers. They would have dominated Chicago if it wasn't for those 3 interceptions.
So that one actually is just the Pittsburgh game. I didn't get the yards in there, but it was like 144, I want to say. It was a 16-16 tie with Pittsburgh, 14 completions out of 25 attempts. This one, Detroit Lions last year, obviously outside game with the Bears, had the 1 touchdown, 236 yards. It's actually straight. But the Bears also ended up with the #1 overall pick. The Giants last year, 24th ranked defense, DVOA. That's what I'm telling you, cashed in 0 touchdowns, 0 receptions. And then the Jets, you had the yak touchdown by Brock Wright, 1 touchdown, 0 receptions. Like he's not. It's like right in between. Like
I mean, we all know. Like, I understand if you love Jared Goff for some reason and everything like that, but we all know he doesn't have the strongest arm. And he's not whistling balls on a consistent basis to receivers. But he's shown this year that he can pick his spots and he can make things happen. So we need him to do that. Like, we don't need him to be Superman to beat the Bears. We don't need him to be Joe Montana to beat the Bears. We need him to keep the ball on their side. We need him to take care of the ball, and we need him to get third downs. Like that's what he has to go out there and do.
Gun guy, Eazy set it up to make Goff look bad.
Set up what?
Do I have a fucking Madden controller? I'm playing with him in the game. I'm just throwing. What do you? I just don't get why everything relates to hate to you guys rather than like if I give you an actual fucking like statistical like numbers. I just don't get it. I really don't. But I'm done dealing with like that side of the fan base. You guys are lunatic psychopaths. I love you though. because you're Lions fans, but.
And MPWMU, yes, whistling balls. Pause. No, it's just, I mean, we know he's even indoors, he's prone to throw some ducks, some wobblers, some stuff like that. But as long as they get to their target, I don't care if it's a spiral or not. Just make some things happen. Don't turn the ball over. That's all I ask of him.
Yeah, just like when it's cold out, those things, I don't know. I'm not coming into this one with high expectations of the offense. But I will say that the weather stuff has gone up. Like I'm talking about like actual precipitation. That's no longer on the weather report. Still around like I think it's like 50 or something degrees. Mm-hmm. I think actually a little bit lower. I have to check the wind. But I think the Detroit Lions, I'll say this. Going back to the game they had in Ford Field, although the Chicago Bears has beat for the majority of it, outside of the turnovers, they were able to move the ball pretty consistently. Not to, including their run defense as well. Like they're supposed to be number one ranked run defense. But Jameer Gibbs, I think he had like 30, 40 plus on them. Yeah. And then same thing, Monty had his, just over 60 or 50. And that's because, and granted too, like they weren't even like running as much because they had to throw to get themselves back in the game. So I think we're able to do it, man. I really do. But we'll see. We'll see. Tell us about Guardian Alarm.
Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and no Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800
Stay Out.
That's 1-800
Stay Out,
and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. How would you like to win not one, but two vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Dispo Dispensary is your local cannabis plug. They got 12 locations and more across the great state of Michigan. Make sure you stop by the one in Romeo. They're open at midnight, the best one. And if you can't make it there, delivered to you with Dispo Dash. Make sure you head over to disposhops.com, click on the Dispo Dash, and you have a very abductable JB come to your home and drop off your curated cannabis.
Yeah, easily kidnappable.
Easily kidnappable.
Come to your home and might stay there.
What up, there? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live at WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy. Join my guys from Rex, Young Chris, JB Smooth. I riled them up. I feel like I didn't mean to. I fucking hate them. I hate the Gobblers with a passion, bro. I don't hate Jared Goff. I hate you guys so much. You don't even understand. Like I can't sit up here and then like talk sports. I can't sit up here and give you stats like facts, like things that actually happened, and then I'm hating on the guy for observing things that factually fucking happened in games when the weather was below 40 degrees. I'm a hater for that.
You just gotta let him not get to you, man.
It gets to me. What are we doing? Hey. Jesus, I had to talk about it, guys. Yeah. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
They want you to be Booner.
3 touchdowns. Jared Goff, 3 touchdowns.
They're gonna win
280
by 40
yards. The last time, as Chris said, the last time I lit up on the guy, I was like, you know what? I think it was the Bears game.
Yeah.
So I want to come in Monday, and I want you goblin, gawking assholes to be able to talk the most shit to me. Mm-hmm. I want Jared Goff to make me look like an absolute fucking asshole.
2 games, 6 turnovers.
Right?
That's what they're asking for.
Nice guys finish last.
I'll do it again. I want you guys to come in next Monday and talk the most shit. I want Jared Goff to go out there and fucking ball. Make a highlight tape. Clip me talking about him turning over the ball over before every single touchdown he throws. Clip it up. Challenge. Balls in your court, guys.
Our balls are in your court.
Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Spinay! You want to talk about the Bears defense?
Yeah, we can talk about the Bears defense.
It sounds like a negative show. I apologize, guys. Just break it down as we see it, and I'm just giving it to you guys as we see it. Actually, Jared Goff had to speak of this defense too. Chris, you want to play in that?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
What were the biggest challenges that defense presented to you last time out?
Yeah, I think they're so improved from earlier in the year and then even last year. You know, how stout they are on the inside, how good they are against the run, and then how hard they play. Man, they play hard, and they've got really good players on every level. And I think their coach has done a really good job of putting them in the right spots to make plays, and they're playing confidently.
I think it's the Bears defense that quietly's gathered like Yannick Ngakoue. They grabbed Javon Dexter in the draft. They traded for Montez Sweat. They signed T.J. Edwards. They signed Tremaine Edmonds.
Jalen Johnson's
They
a
already
baller.
have Jalen Johnson back there. And they just haven't been able to I mean, at least they're not winning games. But I think quietly, since the acquisition of Montez Sweat, this defense has like increasingly gotten kind of good. And I get there was games early in the season too where it had Tyler Bagnett at quarterback, and like I said, if you turn the ball over or not moving it, you're going to put your defense in bad positions, regardless, no matter what. But since Justin Fields has come back and they're able to play these games kind of like evenly, I should say, they look kind of good, bro. Seven interceptions or 7 turnovers like the last 2 games, just the last 2 games, and they're coming off a bye week against us too. Spinny, and they're ranked number 1 against the run. I'm not saying they are number 1 point blank period, but that means they're at least good at it, right?
Yeah.
Does the Chicago Bears defense make you a little bit nervous this weekend?
No. We are better than them. We would have won that game comfortably if it wasn't for 3 turnovers. So the Lions need to go. Like I don't know if I just want to keep repeating myself, but they need to go out there and take care of the ball. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that linebacking core is good. Yeah, that linebacking core picked off Jared Goff 3 times in their last matchup. But you got to make sure you avoid that. You got to maybe stay away from the middle of the field and throwing late throws over the middle of the field in this game. Like, the defensive line, Montez Sweat has been very good since he's moved to Chicago. You guys know I love Tremaine Edmonds. I wouldn't have signed him for that much money, but I love Tremaine Edmonds. T.J. Edwards has been very, very good so far in his Chicago career, and Jalen Johnson's a dog on the outside. So I'm not nervous. I'm not scared of the Bears defense, but you can't repeat the same performance you had against them and expect to win. You're not going to be able to do what you did in that first game. It's going to be a lot harder to do it on the road in a hostile environment outside to have that kind of comeback. You need to play in front of the ball rather than behind it. Mm-hmm. You need to play in front of the 8 ball rather than behind it. Like, go out there, assert your dominance on them. I understand they're a top run defense in the NFL. Well, go down there and run the ball down their throats. Go to Chicago and kick them in the ass with David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs and give them the ball and let them tote that bitch all the way up and down Soldier Field. Because that's what you got to do. And just don't fucking turn the ball over 3 times, please.
That made me think of like this, and I apologize, might be insensitive, but made me think of this comedy bit that somebody did. It was like, somebody ever tries to rape me, I'm just going to try to rape him back.
Yeah.
Just going in a circle. It's like, the Bears got this big and bad run defense. Well, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to try to run on him. He's like, fuck you. Nah, I'm with you. I think that's what we're going to have to do in this game. If if there's an inclement weather, you're going to have to run the ball. I think that's the strength and basis of this offense, like, right away. I know a lot of people miss it when you see these motions. Like Sam Laporta, the 1 touchdown he had last week was on a motion. I think a lot of people think of those. You think of like the Tyreek Hills of the world, but we still have Amon-Ra motioning into the backfield, like all that kind of weird stuff. But none of it works if you don't run the ball. You get to stack the box to stop a lot of those formations or a lot of things the Detroit Lions do, and that's when they do what they do, and they break off a receiver. Or I guess in this situation, because he's just a fucking beautiful tight end, and thank God we have him. But Sam Laporta will break off. He can run like receiver routes on the outside, and then at that point you're having. I think there's a point last week they had a defensive end or like a pass rushing linebacker had to cover like Sam Laporta because of the similar scenario.
Yeah.
But again, it's all predicated off of establishing the run. I think you're 100% right. Now that being said, they are the number 1 ranked team against the run. Playing garbage running backs. Not even. I don't want to say. I mean, that sounds disrespectful. It's like professional football players that obviously made there for a reason, but like they're not the greatest guys. They were kind of like stopping I'm not viewing them as the number one run defense. Are they good? Yes. Can we take advantage of them? I think so. I think we saw it in the first game here at Ford Field. I think they should be able to do that. I do think they have playmakers, though. I will say that. Like, they do make me a little bit nervous, and more so, I guess, when it comes like passing the ball. And I mean, we witnessed it come, I guess, last time against them here in Detroit without the inclement weather. So they're very capable defense. I'm not saying I'm scared of them in the sense of like, well, I think they're. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm very curious, I guess, to see because I have a weird mixture between watching what they did the past 2 weeks and then knowing that we were able to move the ball so easily on them when we didn't turn it over.
Yeah.
I don't know where to find like the common ground in that.
I mean, Ben Johnson's going to cook up a scheme, and I'm not worried about it at all. They are able to move the ball on this team. They will be able to move the ball on this team. But again, it's the turnovers, man. They're killers. You can't turn the ball over 3 times and expect to win. So they need to go out there, establish the run, have Jared Goff do what he does, where get the ball to your playmakers in open space and let them take care of business. Expect to see some screens to Gibbs and to J-Mo and to Laporta and different things like that to put the ball in the hands of your guys that can make things happen. So I expect them. I'm not scared of the Bears defense. They do have some players over there for sure, and it's going to get better as time goes on, but this Lions offense is much better than the Bears defense is.
Yeah, Lions offense top 5, top 10, every single statistical category. But they're in cold weather. It might change some things. We'll see. I saw a comment here by our guy, Detroit Supremacy. I know he's a troll, but I think this could turn into a good topic. He says, when Jared Goff wins a playoff game this year, he's the greatest Lions quarterback ever. Do you agree?
No.
Chris? Whether on defense or JG, it don't matter.
Hell no. Don't disrespect Milton like that. Don't disrespect.
Joe Milton. JB, you got to watch Joe Milton play.
What?
Joe Milton?
What's his name? Milton Plum.
Scott
Milton Plum.
Milt Plum. Yeah.
Milt Plum.
Was he quarterback?
Milt Plum, yeah.
Doing that one day.
He's the original number 16. Milt Plum's the original number 16.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Single bar face mask.
One playoff wins, Jared Goff, the greatest Lions quarterback ever.
No. You got to do a lot more than that to be the best Lions quarterback ever.
A lot more?
You got to do a lot more than that. Get me to the Super Bowl, and then we can talk.
That's fair. I mean, obviously, you have to go to the Super Bowl. What if he goes to the NFC Championship? Are we stacking up then?
No.
He's probably on the ballot, at least.
Yeah, he's up there for sure, but it's only been, 2 years of him playing good football?
Yeah.
Like, relax, guys.
Yeah. Well, because didn't Bobby Lane win, championships?
Yes.
I know we didn't get to witness it, but, wouldn't that make him the greatest?
Yeah.
He also cursed us.
He did curse us.
Into having, this...
They exercised the curse, though. Jeff Daniels and Peyton Manning.
It worked.
Yeah, it did work.
Honestly, it did work. It's kind of crazy to think about. Kind of spooky, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh, ghosts are real.
Ghosts are real?
Yeah.
Think so, for real?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I've
had encounters with ghosts before.
Wait, what?
I've had encounters with ghosts before.
I'm all ears.
My boy's house was haunted. I'm telling you, shit's crazy, bro. There's a couple things that happened that
where did he touch you?
No,
point on the doll.
Honestly, I have. There's been some.
Look, we got 2 minutes, brother. I'm all ears.
Very, very strange things that's happened in the house. So you can get into contact with ghosts by holding a piece, something that is extremely memorable to you on a string and asking yes or no questions. And if it goes in a circle, it means yes. And if it goes side to side, it means no. And he was asking him questions and it was moving a little bit. And I was like, oh, that's bullshit. He's doing it with his fingers. But his hand wasn't moving. But I was like, oh, he's just making it move and shit. And then he's like, oh, 1 second. He brushed salt off the table. And he did the next question he asked, I'm telling him, full rotation circles. It was crazy. And then, it started shaking his rabbit's cage that was in the corner. And he was like, stop. Fuck off. Stop it. And it stopped. Dude, I'm telling you. There's a lot of wild shit in that. We heard things. We saw things.
Were you sober?
Yeah, I was like 12.
Aliens aren't real, but ghosts are.
Both are. Aliens are definitely real. They're just pussies.
Yeah.
All right, man.
They just ain't shit.
They just don't want smoke. Aliens don't want smoke.
Ain't about
that
shit.
Is not us aliens. That is not me or Eazy.
Yeah, it's not us.
It is not us.
2 black guys in this room, aliens.
What?
Black guys always die first and then leave.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck alone. What is wrong with you? Damn. Chris, you believe in ghosts?
I do, 100%.
You look like a ghost.
100%. Like you just had that one loaded on. That's the only reason you tossed it to me. That's the only reason you had that loaded in the chamber.
Spooky looking ass.
No, but I'm telling you, bro. We've seen shit in the house. We've heard things in the house. Like his mom got pulled off of her bed one time in the middle of the night.
Yo,
that's what I'm talking about.
Pulled off of the bed.
Get over here!
Like they had after that, they had a priest come through and like perform an exorcism in the house.
I mean, dead ass. Where's this
Where's
this house at?
I swear to God, it was at like 9.5 and Ryan.
Do they still live there?
Over by that big boy? No.
Damn.
But it's.
Do you remember where it's at? Like if you.
I could drive there right now.
Would you want to make like content there? Would you want to go?
I don't know, man.
Would you want to go and test this theory?
People probably live there.
I've always wanted to do that though. I've noticed like a celebrity, the best like when someone's like no, but like they're going through their old house, like knocking the door, like, yeah, this is my old home. And the people that live there are like,
so what?
Yeah.
No.
Or the people like, if somebody came and knocked on your door, like this is my old house, can I walk through with a camera? Would you be like, yeah, come in or no?
No, get the fuck out of here.
That's what I'm saying. Bitch, I'm jerking off right now. go do something else right now.
I'm
in the middle of a Tiana Trump.
I finally got the house to myself.
Seen some wild shit. Seen some real wild shit. Like figures,
Bluetooth, some PA, some
noises.
TV, man.
There's a little girl and an old man
Shrimp
that were in the house.
The ghosts were?
Yeah.
How'd you confirm that?
Because like the little, you could tell. Like by the I'm telling you, bro. Think that shit's funny.
Let's go see them.
You just said people wouldn't be like, yeah, come on in.
Well, let's go find out. What if it's a little man and the old girl that answer the door?
I would leave.
I will be outside in the car running when you guys run out.
Can we do it? I'm so down to do this.
I'm down.
I think Justin will come. Like Justin will
Yeah,
come
we
too.
can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Rip.
mean,
Heavyweight ghost hunting. Do we start our own like YouTube channel?
yeah.
Our fast can't run away.
See, like, I don't want to go to like.
run.
I don't want to go to like actually haunted places because I fuck with that shit. Like it's real.
I fuck with you, bro.
Dapping up ghosts is no,
Yeah,
but
bro.
like
I respect the hustle.
shit's crazy,
I respect the hustle.
bro. That shit's crazy,
Hey, I'm
man.
a big fan of your work, bro.
Hey, bro, keep pushing, fam.
And George Eagle says, "Don't mess with that stuff unless you want them or you want to follow them around."
I'll put it in the Woodward Sports chat. We'll make a poll or
That
something like
shit's-
that.
I'm telling you, bro, that shit was scary.
You about to have Casper follow you home. That's what's gonna happen.
You guys think it's funny, man?
I'll just call Jeff Daniels and Peyton
Think it's a
Manning.
joke? That's just not a joke.
What's gonna take us out first? Aliens or ghosts?
Aliens. Well,
Aliens.
I don't know, vengeful spirits.
But
they're
ghosts are
pussies,
pussies. That's okay. I never got that too. Like, ghosts can walk through things sometimes, or they can just pick up things. Like, which one is it?
Both.
Yeah, how's it work that way? You just turn it on and off.
Paranormal, bro.
It's like when you allow yourself to shit.
Let me tell you.
You just know how to do it. It's a natural thing.
Let me tell you guys about Planet
Every time
Fitness.
they're going through, they're puckering up their ball.
Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. You can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes of the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $10 a month, or you can upgrade to the Black Card for $24.99. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Savor the heart of home at Big Boy with our all-new down-home comfort dishes. Feast on home-style goodness with our Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl, veal parmigiana, and apple pie hotcakes. The down-home delight doesn't stop there. Potato pancakes are back. Dive into the richness of our perfectly crafted potatoes with our classic potato pancakes and our stuffed potato pancakes. Top off your meal with our new gingerbread shake, a seamless blend of creamy vanilla and sweet gingerbread flavors. Nothing beats the comforting taste of down-home cooking. Enjoy every bite, only at Big Boy.
When it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best at Premier Pet Supply. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. 13 Metro Detroit locations. Over 60 brands of food. Lowest prices and curbside home delivery. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
Check that out.
Welcome back. Smash the like button. It's like Dracula Ghost Mix. Smash the like button or Ghost is coming to haunt you in your fucking sleep. Do it if you love your family. Smash the like button. I'm Eazy, Espimo Rex, Young Chris, JB Smooth.
Hey, if we keep it in stack, Woodward got a lot of ghosts, so
What'd you say?
I said if we're keeping it in stack, Woodward does have a lot of ghosts that could haunt.
Parker's got a whole...
Facts. The ghost of Adam Bay, dude. Coming to your house. The ghost of Madeline Miller.
Those are not ghosts out there. See, the ghost of Parker's probably got ghosts following him.
Parker does kind of look like Casper.
all the unfortunate bystanders.
God, relax.
Parker's got those ghosts following him around from high school.
Who's the scariest ghost of Woodward Pass?
Parker.
I don't know. Joy could be a scary ass ghost.
The fucking haunted refrigerator chasing me. Joy's fucking
just
big,
like slamming doors and shit, bro. He's
that.
fucking huge.
Yeah, Joy's a big boy. It's crazy too because he's like 6'1", 6.
Yeah, he's probably like 6 foot.
But his
thick,
presence,
dude.
yeah, his presence was just like.
That would not be a ghost I would want fucking.
Fuck no.
Running through my
Hell
house.
no.
He's get fucking hit.
He said
first down.
We did the show. It was me and Jeff when we first started, and because Stick had like a bit where he's like, I can tackle Joik, and Joik is like, there's not a single person ever tackling me one-on-one. And like usually people say that shit like, all right, but I looked at him, I was like, yeah, I can see that.
True, yeah.
Gang tackle for sure. Pause.
Fish Ghost would be cool, dude. Ghost of Fish would just be up at like 5 a.m. watching sumo.
The channel just flips to rugby.
Yeah.
How do you not?
How do you not? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on Sports.com. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream. Want to be positive around here. Unless you didn't hit the like button. I hope Ghosts come to haunt you tonight. Ooh. But I want to keep it positive. But the Detroit Lions are going to win, Spinny. Who are the key contributors in that happening?
I'd say David Montgomery.
The ghost of David Montgomery.
The ghost of David Montgomery. David Montgomery is going to be a ghost that
the
haunts
ghost of
Soldier
Chicago
Field.
Bears, yeah.
He's
I
going
like
to be.
that.
He's going to be a ghost that haunts Soldier Field because I expect him to go off. Like I know he wants to have a game, a comeback to your city. Go out there, tote that rock up and down the field, show them what they missed by not signing you. So I expect.
You alright?
Yeah, dude.
Are you possessed?
No, I read your comment. But I expect David Montgomery to have a big game. I expect him to go out there and be the man. Beat the man and be the man. Even though the Bears aren't the man. Go out there and beat the boy so you can be the man. Pause. I expect him to have a good game. And on defense, I think those linebackers need to come into play. Whoever it is, whether it's Anzalone, if he's back, if it's Jack Campbell, I think that is an important part of the defense. Keeping Justin Fields contained, making sure he doesn't break out on these big gashing run plays, and keep him in the pocket. So I got the linebacker group and David Montgomery.
Max Scherzer was in the chat a little bit earlier. I'm just kidding, I know it's not Scherzer, but there was a Max in there, Matt, whatever it was. But he asked about Josh Pascal and like him stepping up. Because ultimately, that is a former second-round pick. And the guy at the time when his first piece picked, I was in love with it. But talking to Scott and just hearing about like his story making it to the NFL with foot cancer was inspiring. And that's a guy I think could step up and make a difference for the Detroit Lions. AG spoke to the media today. He said he likes interior defensive linemen to be able to move like laterally. That's another guy who has a great I guess a great athlete to help you out with that when you're dealing with a running quarterback like Justin Fields. Not the name I'm particularly going to, but I mean, someone on the defense has to step up. Anzo will be out there making great plays.
Pascal had a good game last week.
Yeah,
he made some
plays.
He's
there. He makes like good plays on tape.
Yeah,
where like a casual fan wouldn't notice because it's not the big sack or whatever. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously the big sacks are phenomenal plays to get. That's why you have the Micah Parsons of the world and the Max Crosby's of the world. But there's underrated guys. I mean, heavyweights know sometimes you gotta fill your gap.
Yeah, fill that gap.
Fill that gap as best as you can, and open up things for linebackers to scrape from that point. That song and talking about linebackers scraping is mad sus. But I'm with you. Dave Montgomery's the one. Dave Montgomery needs to have a big game. I hope he's motivated to go to Chicago and break the hearts of Chicago Bears fans that and I don't want to say grew up watching him. He's only there for like 4 years, but they know what he can do. They know what he's capable of. Some of them hated him on the way out, but I just don't know. Frank, man, that shit made me nervous watching the Saints 23rd overall run defense look good against us.
Yeah.
But that is the guy. And actually, you know what? I'm going Jameer. Only because I think Jameer is more explosive than David. And that's not no knock on David at all, but like Jameer, he just has that big playability. I mean, if you watch everything, and just 6 or 9 carries, less carries than Dave Montgomery last week for damn sure. Had more yards. Obviously, one was at 36-yard, but that's what he does.
Mm-hmm.
He's tied for first in the league for 20-plus yard runs. And he missed 2 games and barely played the first 4. Like, I think that's a guy who could truly get things going for us. And I'm just kind of excited. I want to see him get like a little bit incorporated in the passing game. Talking about a guy like Jared Goff that doesn't look the greatest in like cold weather situations. We're probably looking at throwing the ball a little bit like short yards in that like little Texas routes or whatever it is. Can we see Jameer get active in that way?
Let's see Jameer come out of the backfield and get a couple of those passes because he has shown that he is explosive in open space. He has shown that he can make guys miss on the field. So I like that too. I like that thought process. Get him out there, get the ball in his hands, give him some blockers in front of him, and let him make some guys on that defense miss because that's what he was brought in here to be, is to be a guy that you get the ball to him in space and he makes things happen. We've seen him do that. We've seen him be explosive in the run game. We've seen him have some great passes. But the last game, I didn't see him out of the backfield much. I think he only had like 2 catches in the last game or something like that. So I want to see that too. I want to see him out in the flats, over the middle of the field, beneath those linebackers, get him the ball, 3 yards from the line of scrimmage, let him go one-on-one with one of those linebackers, make him miss, and then take a house call. Like that's what we need to see out of Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah, get like a Tremaine Edmonds is really talented and like a just raw athlete, and he may be able to hang with like a regular running back. When it comes to Jameer Gibbs, I mean, he was a first-round running back for a reason, and I think we've seen those things out of him. But just like that one little small cut he's able to make while still in stride without losing like too much of his pace. I think Jameer's like fantastic at that, and I'm with you. Like, and obviously, I would love for Dave Montgomery to have be the ghost of Soldier Field's past come this Sunday. But I think if you truly want to win and you're tailoring a game plan to that, I think Jameer Gibbs is a big part of it. I talked to our listener, Ben Johnson, today. He said a lot of pieces that were double teamed last week were Amon-Ra St. Brown. That was just kind of cool. He's good enough to get double teamed at this point. He's no longer just a guy who just happens to get open. No, they're bracketing him at this point.
That's why Laporta went crazy.
Exactly. I mean, the one play where he did go in motion, he was kind of the middle man. I think Baldy broke it down. A couple places broke it down now, but there was like an intermediate route with, I think it was Reynolds, who kind of was taking it deep, and then Amon-Ra as well, which left like Laporta there. Boom, open. But I want to see J-Mo too, but I don't know if
and
this
guess what?
Game for J-Mo.
If you're double teaming Amon-Ra St. Brown,
there's so many more
weapons. If Laporta's eating, that's going to draw attention. And that's going to free up one-on-ones on the outside of Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
That's going to free the ability to get those deep shots. If you have so much of your defense focusing on those 2 guys over the middle, those 2 guys in the middle of the field in Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta, Jameson Williams is going to be open, or he's going to be in one-on-one situations down the field. So hopefully they can make that happen.
How do you feel about this prediction in Woodward Sports Chat? Lunchback Hooligan says, Lions managed to get 7 sacks the second time they see the Bears.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
7?
No ghost of Aiden's pass?
No ghost of Aiden's pass. The haircut, bro. He cut his hair.
Cut his hair. More aerodynamic.
You're down your second best pass rusher.
Think about it. Max Crosby, buzz cut. TJ Watt, buzz cut. Or fades, whatever you want to look at it.
He's fades. He's certified.
Certified fade boy.
Yeah. Max Crosby is certified.
Hey, did you see Aiden's fade? He got done right.
Pretty good, yeah.
Definitely seen Dearborn Barber for sure.
Look good, feel good. Look good, feel good, play
good. I think you look great, my friend.
Anthony Hutchinson. But I expect, oh my gosh, Anthony Hutchinson in my story.
In my barbershop, this is great. This is dream come true. Must take picture.
I expect
they're keeping the hair.
I expect not much. I don't think there's even a chance they sack him 7 times. Maybe twice. Like, I'd be happy with that. But without Lee McNeil, man, that's a guy who has 5 sacks. That's a guy who brings pressure from the interior defensive line. And now Aiden's going to see triple teams every play because you can go one-on-one with everybody else. So maybe Brucey Bruce, the old man in his walker, goes out there and gets a couple more sacks. But
I can see some sacks coming in,
I think 7 sacks is a little aggressive.
I think if the weather's sloppy enough, we'll see a sloppy performance out of possibly both offenses. And Aiden Hutchinson seems to make like the. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Aiden had a hell game against them last year. No Darnell Wright for them last year. I guess you could say that. I think he had a big game against them too the second time around. I mean, the interception on Fields.
Yeah.
They had the strip sack to land it to seal the deal.
He
last
likes
time
playing
around.
Justin Fields.
He likes playing Justin Fields. Back at he's at Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't think he beat Fields. He beat C.J. Stroud. Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe that's why he's so hungry to get them dubs against them. We shall see.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Aiden Hutchinson in my barbershop. Is that accent off? You got more.
Yeah, that sounds more like
Indian or something. Right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's
like deep Indian. I don't know.
Like stereotypical Indian.
It's an accent. Well, you do one then.
I don't know, man.
How do you do it in the accent without being stereotypical?
I'm not melanin enough to do these without getting in trouble.
Sounds like
You can pass as like half Indian, so
I am.
Yeah, we know everything. Eazy is the cultural mixing pot. Let me tell you guys about Hamlin Pub. Have you ever wanted a bar where you're a regular? We have just the place for you. Head to one of Hamlin Pub's 7 locations and experience where everyone is a regular. They got half off pizza on Tuesdays, every NFL game, and all Michigan sports games. They got food and drink specials. That smokehouse brisket mac and cheese, that shit saved me.
Oh my
saved
god.
me on
So
the
good.
pregame show. I was sweating down
Delicious.
Julio, and that saved me. Make
Very
sure
good.
you go to Hamlin Pub. Experience your favorite pub for all things sports.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Come on down to BullseyeVicGroup.com. Get yourself some tickets for free food and drinks. Plus, they got the thing that's going to take you to the game. I can't think of the word right now.
Shuttle.
They got them the shuttle going to take you to the game. Drink as much as you want, eat as much as you want, have a goddamn good time with BullseyeVicGroup.com. Sponsored by Long Drink. Welcome back.
We're about to be Ghost of Woodward Sports Best. We keep clowning like keep trying different Indian accents on the show. Ghost of Woodward's Pass. Hit the like button, 5-star review. I'm Eazy. Spin more racks. I'm Chris, JB Smooth. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream. This has become increasingly probably one of my favorite segments of the week. It's kind of we do a breakdown of the over-unders on the Detroit Lions versus whoever they're playing that week. And every single week, there's been, I think, 3 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
Cashing.
Cashing.
So make sure you guys pay attention for this one.
All on the floor. Cash that.
Yeah.
Give me some more.
Cash app all over the floor, you sick fucks. All right.
Ooh, I gotta poop.
Starting with the quarterbacks. Jared Goff. Exercising demons in Ford Field. Got that W. Overcame his turnovers. 240 yards, Spinny. Over
You're
under.
about to pull a Lucas, aren't you?
No, that was weak. If I forced it off, I'll literally shit my pants.
Lucas' fart was harder than yours, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I didn't see a camera shake.
You kicked it.
I didn't kick shit. All right, so what's the question?
I kick shit.
Hey, if the camera shakes like this, it's a fart. If you go around, it's a shart.
It's a shart.
Jared Goff, 240 yards.
204?
240. Over under.
That's a good line.
That's a good line.
I'm going to go over, though. I think it'll be around 240, 250. So I'll go over on that one.
All right. JB, the genetic gambler of the show. Over under Jared Goff.
Genetic gambler?
I think you said generic.
I don't know.
I thought you said genetic. Like it's like
dramatic. Oh, I tried to say
dramatic. Ethan.
Degenerate is what I was going for.
Yeah.
I apologize. Degenerate gambler of the show.
Who's deductible?
240 and a half yards for Jared Goff. You going over or under?
I'm going to take the under on this one. I don't know. I just don't like the whole weather thing with Goff. He'll probably end with like 210, if anything.
It is a thing. Chris, we pull those up one more time just for.
Yeah.
Wow, this is the first time. Usually when we do these, because obviously Lions fans watch the show. I appreciate you guys too. We're Lions fans as well. But usually everyone's like smashing the over. But a lot of people, I guess, what
it's
is
working, Eazy. Your cult is growing.
210, I think, is the average. Yeah, 210. So, yeah, I could see him going over, but I would, to be on the safe side, just avoid it, if I'm being honest with you guys. I would take the under if I had to bet it, though. But, Chris, over under Jared Goff, 240 yards.
Under. Big under.
Down under, eh?
Down under.
Down under. Under. All right?
Down under frozen tundra.
Frozen tundra.
Holy crap. Some of these comments. Just one of the comments, really.
Yeah.
Why would you say that, Hat and Beard? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would, fam. Wow.
10 2 gloves.
10 2 gloves.
Dude,
I guess we don't care. All right, you're going to hold it in. You're not going to mention it for the rest of the segment. And when you're done, do your thing, and I'm going to carry. It's a promised land.
Okay.
It's the next commercial break.
All right.
Or whenever you're done.
Oh, yeah, I don't have to do. Oh, it's perfect. Lining up perfectly.
Perfect. Not Teddy Two Gloves. Justin Fields, 201 yards passing.
Over.
Over.
I think they're going to need to throw the ball because also I think the Lions are going to not turn the ball over 3 times this game, so they'll be up, and that'll force the Bears to throw the ball. I think, DJ Moore gets a little loose, makes some things happen in the back end of that secondary. Give me the over on 201.
JB?
I'm taking it over as well. I agree with Spencer. DJ Moore is going to get loose. Hopefully, I need him to for my fantasy team. But
sick fuck.
Yeah,
we're Lions fans, buddy.
I'm
fuck
taking
the Bears.
Over. I know, fuck the Bears still, but hey, Justin Fields over.
Win.
You guys are fucking gross. Chris, don't let me down.
It's what the line,
you fucking.
What's the line? 201.
Yeah, 201.
201. I'll go under. I went under with Goff. I'm hating on both quarterbacks equally.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Like I think have like a for sure top like run defense in the league. I haven't really gone down the context of running backs. Fuck. Damn.
And or Enzo.
Stop, man. You make me sad. I'm overly emotional because of those shrooms too.
Hello.
I'm gonna go under, but I'm gonna check what his rushing yards are. I'm jumping right to that. Screw these. We'll do receiving, but curious what Justin Fields' rushing props are.
I'm taking over on Justin Fields' rushing props
for
sure.
Yet.
All right, what's next?
Dave Montgomery. 60.5 rushing yards.
Over. It's going to be a Monty game. He's going to demand the ball. They're going to feed him the ball. And they're not going to have to abandon the run as early as they did in the last game. So Monty's going to go over at 60.
Chris? They don't even have any of the Bears running backs either.
I'm going.
By the way, this line is up from 56.5 earlier today.
Yeah. I'm going over. I'm going over on Monty. I just think, like Spence said, it's gonna be his revenge game, and he's also gonna want to perform well, and the weather conditions are what they are. So
JB Smooth.
I'm taking the over on this one. I think he's gonna want to show out back at Soldier Field, and hell, last game he had 76. So
yeah,
I think this could easily be an over game for him.
What did Gibbs have in that one? Do you have it up there?
Yeah, 36.
36 is what I thought. I want to say over, but I'm a little bit nervous because he had the foot thing. I know he played last week, but I don't think he looked like himself. You think he looked like himself last week, Dave Montgomery?
Nah, not really.
That's what I felt too.
But still, I think he's gonna want it. He's gonna want it more in this game than he will.
Oh, Peg Montgomery.
Old Peggy.
If I had to, gun to my head, I'd take the over. But I'm probably going to avoid this one. If anything, I'll take it all 40 yards. Same thing with Jameer, 25. But Jameer's currently at Jameer Gibbs, 38.5 rushing yards.
Over.
JB?
Over. I'm smacking
definitely
that again.
over.
You guys want to expound on that? Or we're just
smacking that like my wife when dinner isn't ready. I'm smacking that. That's been making me money.
Yeah, me too.
Jahmyr Gibbs over. I'm doing that right now. I'm about to put 50
too.
on it.
50?
Yeah.
50? All right.
Are you?
Damn. All right.
Yeah, you just sign us like that. Damn.
I mean, I got like $300 in my FanDuel account.
My lord.
Yeah, I would take the over just because I think this time maybe Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, they kind of flip roles a little bit with Monty and Gibbs. You know, give Gibbs more touches than Monty, because I believe Monty had 12 previous game. Maybe flip-flop it.
Yeah.
12 and 8, you know?
Yeah, somebody asked Ben Johnson during the press conference segment too today, like why. I don't know if it's meant as a shade or maybe it's just like a genuine question, but they're kind of like, how do you dictate the usage of Monty versus Gibbs? Granted, like, you know, how much explosive the plays that Gibbs provided us with less work. And I think he's kind of, you know, mentions like it depends on like the ebbs and flows of the game, which makes sense. Like short yard situations, I would rather see Monty in there. Goal line situations, I'd be more comfortable with Monty in there. And I think we saw a lot of those weird short yard situations we just couldn't convert. Even one pass to Sam Laporta last week too. So I think that maybe that's why we saw a little bit more Monty. Ben said he doesn't even check those things until halftime. But I could see Gibbs going over 38.5 for sure. I mean, he just had a 36-yard scamper last week.
Yeah.
He's just bound to do it at any point. I don't know about 50 ball on it, but I'm at, 20, 15. Hey, may the Lord be with you. May the Lord be with you.
I got 43 on Jalen Warren's over tonight.
100%.
That'll hit.
100% over right now. Oh, first under. 100% over right now for Jahmyr Gibbs of 38.5 yards. That's crazy. I don't think we've ever seen that.
38 yards is crazy.
Like crazy, like low?
Crazy low, yeah.
Yeah.
He only had 36 last week.
Last week?
Or no, he had 40
last time week. Against the Bears. He had 36.
Yeah, that's right.
He's going to get more than that because they're not going to throw the ball or turn the ball over 3 times. So they're going to not have to abandon the run.
Okay.
Gibby's going to have a day too.
Why there's no props on any of the Chicago Bears players?
Because they all suck.
Because they don't matter.
That's facts.
DJ Moore, 73.5 yards receiving.
Over.
JB? It's tough because that weather, too. Well, I guess it's not raining. It's just cold.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go over.
It's going to be over.
Yeah, I'm doing over.
Just Fields throw him a couple frozen ropes.
Are you more confident in his 74 or Gibbs 38?
Gibbs 38.5. Well, I don't know.
That's what I'm
about to put 50 on DJ Moore, too.
I'm taking alts. Gibbs 25, Montgomery 40, DJ Moore 50. Sounds like a guaranteed smack.
Anytime touchdown, boost those up.
Yeah.
Like
I get nervous throwing those in parlays, though.
Throwing Monty anytime touchdown?
That's for sure. I say that's a lock.
Mm-hmm.
JB, you said over?
Yeah, definitely taking it over. I think the Monty anytime touchdown is a lock, too.
What are you more confident in, the 74 from Moore or the 38 by Gibbs?
38 from Gibbs. I feel like he could easily get that within, like, 1 quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. He could get it in, like, 1 series, really. All right, Christopher.
Shout out Hat and Beard Show. Gift and subs.
Shout out Hat and Beard. I hope every time subs are gifted, I never get them. I'm going to say something. Maybe I'll get it. Didn't work. I typed from Woodward Sports like an idiot. Over or under, Chris?
Over under on Gibbs or DJ?
On DJ.
You skip me on. Okay. For DJ, yeah, I'll go over as well. But I'm more confident on the Gibbs over because that's just crazy low. I think he's just a lot trickier. I think this is just a system where both running backs always eat.
Yeah, I'm taking 2. Because he'll be running the ball. I mean, I think even last week you saw him kind of. I mean, Jared Goff only had 16 completions last week.
Yeah.
I think he only threw the ball like 23, 25 times. Do you have it in front of you, JB?
Yeah, last week, or are you talking about versus the Bears?
Last week, how many times did Jared Goff throw it?
Oh, I don't have that up.
Oh, okay. Well, it just felt like they kind of went away from like the dropbacks to Goff due to the recent turnovers.
For sure.
So I think, yeah, you're right. Maybe go over on both those guys. I ain't mad at it at all. All right. Let me tell you guys about Fairway Pack Company. Because for over 60 years, Michigan's finest hotels, restaurants, and casinos have been getting their meat from the Fairway Pack Company. That's prime meat, Wagyu beef, and dry aged beef. Get at fairwaypacking.com or stop by Grosse Pointe for grab and go steaks.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then, she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
How would you like to win a $100,000 trip to Vegas? You could do that with Syntron. You can enter at drinksyntron.com/Vegas and purchase a 24-pack today at your local Meijer store. It's Syntron, the healthier energy drink with great taste for the people who desire to look good, feel good, and be the best versions of themselves. Go to drinksyntron.com/Vegas for more information. Hi, welcome back to Woodward Sports. I'm your host, Chris Platte, with my co-host, JB Smooth on the ones and twos.
Yo, what's up?
And we got Eazy in the window chair.
Hey, huh?
And this chair is open for hire.
Yeah, if you guys are looking for a job. How crazy that Syntron reads, like if you want to look good.
Yeah.
It's essentially like if you don't drink Syntron, you're ugly. It gets me every time.
I know.
It's kind of insulting. It's
what, you don't drink Syntron? I would have assumed you drink Syntron.
Because I'm good looking, right?
Yeah, you're a dapper individual.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm Ross St. Brown, 74.5 yards receiving, over under.
He's pretty dapper, too. He's kind of cute.
Oh, my God.
Yo.
Too far. Mute him, JB. He's done.
No, the 74.5?
Right.
74.5?
Yes.
I'll take the over. I'll take the over. He's Mr.
He had
Consistent.
50-something last week. They double-teamed him.
Yeah, they double teamed him, and then the last game against the Bears, he had 77, but I think that's only because Bears defense wasn't following him. Their top corner wasn't following him around. So
yeah, I think Jalen Johnson was on
J-Mo,
yeah,
the majority of the time. But even J-Mo got loose a little bit as well too. So
shit, he's got the speed to always get loose, man.
I don't know. I guess I would take the over. Like, I just can't turn away from Amon-Ra. Like, regardless, he's either going to get you 100 yards or he's going to get you a touchdown. Regardless,
can't turn away.
I knew Chris.
I knew Chris was going to go after
that. Speaking of Jameson Williams, 17.5 yards, over under.
17.5.
Yeah,
that's extremely low. Still, like,
I know. I'm taking over.
Just take the over, regardless.
I mean,
that's one catch.
Yeah, he only had 11 last week. Pissed me off.
Yeah,
pissed me off to no end because that was when I thought it was a lock. But whatever.
I mean, all it takes is one play, but
that's funny. Walk past when there's cameras on you too.
All it takes is one play, but if you're going under on Goff's passing yards, then maybe you want to kind of go under on some of these, or just stay away. I would honestly stay away from a lot of the passing props this week, just because. Actually, for the receiver props, I should say. Just because if you're going under on Goff's passing, like a lot of the chat was, then I think you really don't know where it's coming from outside of probably Amon-Ra and Sam Laporta. They're gonna equate for what, like 150, 140 yards between the two probably, and then outside of that you have like 70 yards, and then you're at the line. So how do you play it? Who's all gonna?
I really don't see Sam Laporta having a big game. Like, he had a big one last week, but this one, I just don't see him like duplicating that again.
I think did he only have a little game? He didn't have a big game against him last time too, did he?
No, 3 catches for 18 yards.
Yeah, 46.5 is his spread. You taking the under then?
Yeah, I'm shooting the under on that one. It'll probably be around 38-40.
Chris, Spinning. Sam Laporta 46.5.
That's a good line.
That's like right on the money, I feel like. Or 38. I like where JB was at with that one.
Yeah, I think it'll be right around there. I'll take the over, though. I think it'll be closer to 50. Not by a lot, but...
The Bears have like athletic linebackers, too.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why he didn't really do... Yeah, I'm probably taking the under on Sam Laporta. No disrespect to him. I guess the Bears just like suited to kind of stop tight ends, in my opinion. We look at the linebacker spot there. Josh Reynolds, I don't want to flirt with that one, but it is 20.5 if anybody wants to take it. The one I do like, Cole Kmet, 35.5. Actually, Enzo's back, though. And he's one of the better coverage linebackers in the league right now. 35.5 for Cole Kmet. You taking the over or under?
35.5 for Cole Kmet.
He's the second leading receiver on the team.
I'll take the over on that. Not by a lot, but I think he'll be closer to 50 because I think they're gonna have to throw the ball a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the over too. Actually, Chris.
See, I don't want to take too many overs when it comes to receiving props because you just don't know. I mean, that is the next safest option outside DJ Moore. So like, I want to say over, but I'm gonna go under, just slightly.
Okay, JB.
Cole Kmet, right?
Yeah.
I'll take the over on that. Yeah. He kind of seems to be Fields' favorite target outside of Moore, so.
Yeah. Somebody asked about Khalif Raymond. They don't even have him on here. That's kind of disrespectful. No Khalif Raymond even on the prop sheet right now. Maybe they'll have him tomorrow. Damn. That I would, yeah. Khalif gets action. Why the hell is he not on here? They got freaking, I guess Josh Reynolds gets action too. Well, that's our over-under segment. I mean, obviously, I wish they came with a little bit more Bears, especially the rushing props. I don't know what it is for Justin Fields. Runs all over us. I think he's averaging over like 100 yards on us every single time.
I would take the over Justin Fields rushing, whatever it's
whatever ends up being. Fun fact though, 0-5 in games he rushed for 100 yards.
Good.
That is very good. See if he runs. Let him run. We getting a dub. I ain't never about his ass. Run around butt naked in the motherfucking defense. Somebody's cracking him this game. I don't know who. I think it's gonna be Barnes. Oh shit! Did you see CJGJ's tweet? Or I'm sorry.
Yeah.
December 20th. Official date. Per him.
For him, yeah. We'll see.
It's like an album drop.
Well, I mean, I think that's huge. If it's, I don't know how to take it though. You think it's like back to practice, like 21-day window?
Yeah, that's probably the day that he'll get back to practice. I don't know. Is that?
Because if that's the case, you stop hyping up. That's kind of a troll job. You're telling us December 20th. It's December 20th. You're back to the practice date.
I mean, he's got to get back to practice first before he gets into a game.
Yeah, it's fair. I like. I mean, even then though, what Cowboys game is the 24th, I believe, Christmas Eve. That'd be huge. Or if he's back by then, it might be later than that. Detroit Lions versus Cowboys. No one. Bueller. December 30th, even better.
That's the so it'd be back for the Cowboys game.
Yeah,
that would be huge.
That'd be fucking
Houston
amazing.
too. I want to know what's going on with James Houston.
He talked to the media yesterday.
Yeah.
He's. I like the confidence he had in himself. Like he spoke of himself as an elite pass rusher or edge rusher.
He is.
He is. I mean, he looked just that last year. He's gonna be a big piece to have healthy back for the Detroit Lions defense, especially come playoffs.
Yeah, especially without Aleem.
Yeah, especially without Aleem.
Hopefully Aleem will be back by playoffs. But
yeah, and I think a guy like Houston or even Irvin still be able to get off without Aleem in the middle. I think Aleem's. I think he's most valuable in the run game. Just because, as AG said, he likes those like lateral defensive tackles. He's a former shortstop, obviously able to do those things. But December 30th, I think the Cowboys are like really, really beatable. I don't know why. I know what?
I don't know why you're just so confident they're going to beat the Cowboys.
Especially if CJGJ's back. They haven't beat anyone. They played the most recent good team they played.
They're playing the Eagles this week, so we'll see there.
We'll see there. And that's a division game, too. So if it goes either way. They have a really good record at home, by the way, too, if I'm not mistaken. I think they beat them last year at home. That was Gardner Minshew. It was kind of like a shootout.
Who'd they play last week?
Last week, the Cowboys played the Seahawks.
Yeah, and they won.
And the refs blessed them, too.
Yeah, they did.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they're going to continue to do that.
When they look like the dominant, scary Cowboys, they're playing cupcake teams.
What have the Lions done?
Played cupcake teams, but we're a good team though. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no need to fear the Cowboys. Like maybe Micah Parsons, if anything, but they're not great against the run. I think that's obviously where we're strong suited at. I think by December 30th, there's possibly might have Frank back. Yeah, I mean, hopefully. I mean, it's crazy how we just can't seem to get this like starting five together consistently enough. That drives me crazy. I'm talking about like the Detroit Lions
for
offensive
2
line.
years.
2 years straight, we just can't seem to get the starting five offensive linemen together.
Yeah.
But I think the Detroit Lions, they'll be able to run the ball. And the thing where I think is huge to have CJ back is like, yeah, they do have CeeDee Lamb. And that is probably the scariest guy within that matchup, either or, like both sides. But with CJ back there, I feel a lot more confident. Because CeeDee's prone to like dropping or at least like not catching the ball. That's something like a CJ can capitalize on.
Yeah.
He also brings a little bit of a hammer, too.
He does.
So
and some swag.
Yes.
Some swag to get that defense, out of their like
funk.
Yeah. He's a voice. He's a leader.
Yeah. Bruce kind of had that a little bit last week, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the combination of the two would be, bro.
We should start doing Bountygate with just Bruce Irvin.
Honestly, they might have. Your old ass want to play football again?
Yeah, you go kill Derek Carr.
Yeah, kill that quarterback.
Yeah.
No, I think, I am, I think it's going to be a good game, obviously, but Cowboys definitely a winnable game. I'm more nervous about this Bears game than in that Cowboys game.
That's crazy to me.
Why?
I mean, you just love the Bears, so.
I don't. I hate the Bears with an undying passion.
You love it.
So you think the Bears are more likely to beat
I'm the guy that robbed Soldier Field earlier this year.
You think the Bears are more likely to beat the Lions than the Cowboys?
Yeah, outdoor game. Tough game against them at home. They're coming off a bye week, so there's like extra like homework they're able to put in on us, and possibly like new wrinkles in the offense that we couldn't really like. It was a bend don't break style
Matty
game.
Eberflus offense.
Yeah. No, I do. They're coming off a bye week. They still got some salt in the wound from the last time we beat them. It's on the road. Jared Goff doesn't play well in the cold. Yeah, I think. What do you think what's the record on the stretch? Or we can talk about that when we come back. Because we got to go to break here soon.
Yeah, let me tell you guys about Lady Jane's. You can come into Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune in to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Feldman's Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer. With over 18 locations across the great state, there's one right in your backyard. Just visit feldmanauto.com to find the closest one. And check out Feldman Chevrolet of Novi for Woodward Sports there live every other Monday. Victory Monday most times these years. Beautiful thing.
You remember how long we went without a Victory Monday?
It was quite some time.
It was so embarrassing to have that board back there with the Victory Mondays on it, and it was one for like 2 years.
It was depressing. That's crazy. We lived through that. What, 2-13-1? I think was that?
Yeah. I almost called it.
That tie there.
No, we were what 3-13.
3-13-1.
I called it 2-14-1.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Shout out.
They just had to beat the Packers in that last game.
They did, but I'm okay with it because Dan Campbell has that record over LaFleur. I just flaunted over everybody. LaFleur, actually, I as much as like I don't want to admit I'm wrong, might have been wrong on him. I kind of shit on him as a coach.
He's looking like a pretty good coach. No,
Yeah,
I mean they're bouncing back. Yeah. Well, there's still a lot of games left to be played, but the past 2 weeks, he's done a very good job.
He's really good job. I mean, Jordan Love's night and day. And you talk about like a deep arm quarterback. I mean, it seems like that's all that guy wants to do.
Jordan Love has looked really good the past couple weeks.
No, man. I got Christian Watson in fantasy too, and now of course he gets hot, fucking right away, hamstring hurt again. But Detroit Lions taking the division. I'm not gonna flirt with any. Are the Packers coming back? Maybe if the Detroit Lions walk away with the loss and the Packers continue to win, maybe I'll entertain that one for now. But this is the Lions division. I'm not gonna flirt with that stuff. But speaking of the Lions down the stretch, Spinny, got them going 4-1 or 5-0. 5 games left for Detroit Lions. What's the record?
3-2.
3-2?
Yeah.
Losses to
one of those Minnesota games and Dallas.
That's fair. I don't hate that, Chris.
Yeah, I got 4-1. I think they're doing what they need to do against the division. I think they're taking care of that, and then that loss is the Cowboys.
I'm going 4-1. The loss is either coming this week against the Bears or possibly the Cowboys. I don't think they're as big as bad. Actually, what do you think about the stuff we had to say about the Cowboys in the last segment?
I mean, it's the Cowboys, so I'm marking that up as a loss as of right now. Although I do think it'll be a competitive matchup, though, at least. So down the stretch, 3-2. I think one of those Minnesota games will end up being a loss. It might just be the last game just because you're resting a lot of starters and you're playing a lot of backups. So 3-2.
That's fair. I don't hate the 3-2. I guess I'm just being more of an optimist. I did initially have us losing one of those Minnesota games, but
I think it's going to be the last game of the year. I think they'll have the division wrapped up. They won't really be in contention for the 1 seed.
Have Teddy in or something.
Yeah. So they're going to rest some of their starters, let guys get healthy for the playoffs.
Speaking of me, like walking back on takes, I may have to take a L on. Yes, Matt LaFleur, damn good coach. Another reason why damn good coach. Like one of the reasons, like the first time we played them, 5 sacks, 6 sacks.
Rashawn Gary was he had 3 himself. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm talking about like us. We went to
Lambeau.
We were sacking the shit out of them, and then the second time around, he avoided the pressure and was doing those fucking. He's just whipping the ball like right away.
Yeah.
He's a good coach. But another thing I want to, I forgot actually which one I was going to back up on. What were we talking about? Oh, the Minnesota Vikings, I believe it was. As I said, I don't know. I know I hyped them up a little bit there. They're on a little bit of a heater.
They were on a little heater for sure, the Pastronaut.
But I don't know. Maybe I see them come back from this bye week. You still... No, they're not winning. They're not doing shit.
No, I'm not worried about any team. I said that even when they were on the heater. I'm not worried about another team winning this division other than the Lions. The Lions got this division. I'm not worried about that.
No, the Lions got the division on lock. I ain't worried about the division. I'm just thinking about like down the stretch, like what team's gonna give us issues. Dallas will be a close one.
What about Denver?
No. I almost bought in for a little bit.
Yeah,
that's right.
Who'd they lose to last week, JB?
I can double check.
Rams, I think.
Was it the Rams?
Yeah, the Rams. Yeah, no, I think Rams played Cleveland. Yeah, I think they did. Who they play? I know Broncos lost. I don't remember who they played though.
They played the Oh no, that's this week. They played the Chargers.
Either way,
the Texans.
Yep, that's what the Texans. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, I think they're obviously more respectable, but I just can't see them beating us. Really,
Minnesota just lost to the Bears 10-12 at home. Why are we losing to Vikings, Benny? I said the last game of the year. They're going to have the division wrapped up. They're not going to be in contention for the 1 seed, so they're going to sit a bunch of their starters.
You think Dan Campbell's a sit-your-starter type of guy? Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Former player. He knows. Rest your body up.
Yeah.
Come in like fully healthy.
And he's not going to be a fucking, what's his name? Brandon Staley getting players hurt on the last game of the year.
What a fucking idiot.
That was the dumbest shit.
How is this guy still a coach, Brandon Staley, man? What a clown show they got going on over there. Peaceful Tim says, I want a Gilmore sighting in week 18. I'm with you, brother. Amen to that.
Yeah, Gilmore, Hooker. We see a couple of those guys in week 18. Get the young guys out there, let them do some stuff.
One fucking Lions fans, 3-2 guarantees the division. That they're definitely for sure at least going 3-2. I guess I am the only guy that thinks we could beat the Cowboys. Usually I'm the negative one. What was that?
Nothing.
Stinky?
Huh?
Did you put the fan to the microphone?
No.
I'm so confused. Hey. All right, drive, Spinny. I gotta take a poop.
All right. Now we get to talk about something that I want to talk about. Fuck you guys. Detroit Red Wings play tonight. They're playing at home, and they're playing Patrick Kane. It's going to be his debut game for the Detroit Red Wings, who are third.
He's cooked
in their conference. They're third in the Eastern Conference. They have the second most goals scored in the NHL. So as much as you guys want to talk about this shitty, poopy, fucking dog shit of a team, Detroit Pistons, to start the season, or to start the show, let's talk Pistons. Even though they're 18 straight losses,
they played a game last night.
Let's talk about the Detroit Red Wings, who play a game tonight. And have Patrick Kane in the lineup. I'm extremely excited for this team. They've won 5 of their last 6. They're playing fantastic. They're scoring goals at the second best clip in the NHL. The Brinkets look great. Larkins look great. Fabry has turned his game up to another level. And they're getting good, solid goaltending, both from Husso and Lyon. I'm excited to see what Kane could do. I guess he is going to be on the second line. The second line tonight, I'm pretty sure, is going to be Kane, DeBrincat, and Veleno, while they have Larkin, Fabry, and Raymond on the first line. So those first 2 lines are going to have a lot of goal scoring in it. There's a lot of guys that can get pucks on the net. It's going to be fun to watch. The Red Wings are fun to watch.
Why'd they
Stop
break that
watching this shitty, poopy, terrible Pistons team and tap into the third place in the Eastern Conference Detroit Red Wings, because they're fun to watch. They score a lot of goals. They're exciting. They're taking care of business on the power play. It's awesome, man. I'm so happy to see this hockey team back and playing well.
Ooh. Viewership. Go.
You wanted to talk about the fucking shitty ass Pistons.
I wanted to bitch about it. Negativity sells, bud.
Fuck the Pistons. They
Everyone
fucking
wants to-
suck. They
everyone
don't
wants to
deserve
bitch.
anybody to watch them or talk about them.
Damn, I didn't even get a
They're
poll
terrible.
before I likes it, boys.
Detroit Red Wings are the team in Detroit. They
What?
are the Lions and the Red Wings are the 2 best teams in Detroit by far.
I'm making a poll, so keep
Now,
crying.
Spencer, you have the Lions as a team that should win their playoff game. Where are you at with the Red Wings? Is there a possible world in which the Red Wings go deeper in the playoffs this season than the Lions?
They're gonna make the playoffs. They compete for the playoffs. They're third in the conference.
Well, no, I didn't say make the playoffs. I said go deeper in the playoffs.
Oh,
than the
I thought
Lions.
you said compete in the playoffs.
Oh.
Yeah, I can easily see the Red Wings winning a playoff series or 2 this year. They're playing like that. They're unstoppable. This is a team that, like I said, they have the second most goals scored in the NHL. Behind only Vancouver, who's got like 101 on the season already, which is crazy. But the Red Wings, they're lighting up the lamp. It's fun to watch. They're playing great offensive hockey. They're bringing in Kane. They're going to bring up Edmondson pretty soon here to shore up that back end of the defense. But the Red Wings are fun to watch, man. You guys should tune in. It's a fun brand of hockey. They're electric. Lalonde has been great. They're getting good goaltending. And, yeah, they're definitely going to win a playoff series this year. I could even see them winning 2, possibly. Because in the hockey playoffs, anything can happen.
Why'd they break up that Larkin and DeBrincat?
Just spice things up a little bit. They got a little
They were
cold.
fucking red hot to start the year.
Yeah, they got a little cold, and they spiced it back up, and now everybody in the lineup is doing better.
Expectations for Kane?
He's gonna be Patrick Kane that he's been in the past couple of years. He's gonna be flirting around 20 goals by the end of the season. He's gonna do what he does. He's eventually gonna make it up onto that first power play line. That PP1 is gonna be extremely nasty once he gets a part of it. You're looking at Larkin, Raymond, DeBrincat, and Kane with Mo Sider or Gostisbehere being the point man. It's going to be gross. That is going to be the best power play in the NHL. It's going to be fun to watch. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what this guy does.
Peaceful Tim. I haven't watched the Wings, but maybe I should.
You should.
The hype is nice.
Yes.
If
If you're still watching the Pistons, stop and watch the Red Wings. The Red Wings are fun to watch. They're actually winning. They have good ownership. They have good front management. Like, you shouldn't watch the Pistons. They fucking suck from top to bottom. There's nothing redeeming about the Detroit Pistons right now. The Red Wings are one of the best teams in the NHL. You should watch them.
Hockey. I wore this hoodie as a protest today to the Pistons.
Did you
struggling?
really?
Yeah, I did.
Well, argue because he's going against your Pistons. You're still going to watch him.
Yeah, I'm still going to watch him.
Speak on it. Why?
I love basketball.
Well,
yeah,
let me tell you guys about Big Boy. Wintertime in Detroit is always better with comfort foods from
Why
Big
you let him
Boy.
bowl you like
Try
that?
the veal parmesan or the new Southern Comfort chicken bowl. How about breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes are back. The classic lumberjack or Santa Fe Garden. Also the new apple pie hotcakes that are too good to miss. Top it all off with the new gingerbread shake for dessert. Stop by your local Big Boy today. Dude, fuck the Pistons.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports Crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. Join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
With money on the line. Featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Swiss is a perfect place to shop your home and auto insurance. Do it with my guy Mark. He's the best in the biz. Swiss Insurance, SwissINS.com, or email Mark personally, mark@SwissINS.com.
Check it out.
Check it out.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Spencer Exter. We got Eazy, Chris, JB, and Booner.
Cross talk
in the man's chair.
Let's go.
Booner, what cross do you want to talk about?
Actually, I have a question for you first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, actually, I've encountered ghosts.
When?
At my friends growing up.
Yeah, same friend.
Legit.
Same friend.
No,
I've encountered.
Me too.
Was it an old man and a little girl?
No, I don't know what it was. It was just a ghost.
What's scarier? What's a scarier ghost? Little girl or old man?
Old man.
I think little girl.
I think little girl. That's like that one movie.
Those are creepy, but they're like
nothing's creepier.
They're like innocent, and they're not gonna like do you any harm. Like
no, they will.
No, they will.
No, I think
it's a fucking, what do you call it?
Vengeful spirit.
No, like when you're faking, it's a front.
Oh yeah.
They put on the innocent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Booner, your ghost experience, please.
No, my friends were growing up. He had a haunted house. He moved into our town, and it was very well known. That was the haunted house. And what do you?
I'm listening.
Oh, and it was very well known that was a haunted house. So I was friends with him, and we became friends. And then we went to his house one night. We were like, we're gonna do this, bro. We're in middle school, bro. Like we're gonna do this. Shut all the lights off. Let's go encounter this thing. Let's face to face. So we went up there, and do you guys know like those small dumbbell ones that are like just like a little pyramid?
Yeah.
But it's like the 1-5, like the super small ones.
Yeah.
There was those at the top of the steps, and we ran. We were walking up, and they all just started falling off, and we were like. And we all just ran like to.
Wait, there were dumbbells at the top of the stairs?
Not like dumbbells. Like his bedroom's upstairs, and the dumbbells were like right there, like for him to work out. It's hard to explain, but they weren't like big dumbbells, like not like 15, 20. Nothing.
Like little fibers.
They were like the 5s, the 1, the like 5.5, the 7.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like those little rubber ones that are super small, and it's like a small pyramid. It was like those, and they just started falling off, and it was like, bro, what? Like it actually, like I was like, this actually just happened.
Yeah.
And I ran, and I never went back to his house.
Whose ghost story was scarier, Chris's or I'm sorry, Spinny's or Booner's? Chris.
You know what? It's got to be Spencer's because he sells it, man. He sells it. There's conviction.
I'm a bad storyteller too.
Booner's just like, this is what happened. Isn't this crazy? That's a Booner story. This is what happened. Isn't this wild?
It is. I'm a bad storyteller. In-depth stuff I'm not great at.
Yeah. So what cross do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Eazy said crosstalk. I said,
yeah, Cowboys. I'm the only guy in the room.
They could beat the Cowboys.
Yes,
they will beat the Cowboys.
Oh my God,
Thank you. They're gonna have one loss. They're gonna go 4-1 at the end of the year, and their loss will not be the Dallas Cowboys.
Who's the loss?
Probably either the Vikings or the Broncos.
What makes you confident they could beat the Cowboys in
the Cowboys have not played anyone. They have not beaten one team over 500.
Thank you.
Not one team. Every team they've played that's been tough, they've lost to or they struggled.
Dude, we have Jared fucking Goff.
They beat the Seahawks. I know the Lions lost to the Seahawks. Seahawks from then to now is a night and day different team. First of all, like it's a different team. And if you guys want to argue that, the Lions are a different team at some points of the year as well.
Sure. Yeah,
they're like that dude.
They're
like that
dude,
split personality dude. The Lions, you don't know what you're gonna get. But
and so the big win you're talking about for the Lions, the only team they beat over 500.
That's going to be
Chiefs.
That's going to be
Right,
their
game
biggest
one.
game. That's going to be the Cowboys is going to be their biggest game of the season.
Well, so
and I
if they
think
beat
they'll
the
show
Eagles,
up for it.
You don't think the Eagles tonight is their biggest, or this week is their biggest game of the season?
Who?
Cowboys play
It's
the
the
Eagles this
Lions'
week.
biggest game.
Oh yeah.
And the Lions are going to go out and they know it's their biggest game. They know it's a playoff test. C.J. Gardner-Johnson will be back. James Houston most likely could be back. They're going to have their defense buzzing. Guys are going to be ready to go, and I think they're going to go out there and win the game. And I know it's on the road. It's a tough place to play, but at some point, Dak's got to stop being what Dak. He's got to go back to Dak, right?
Yeah. Speaking of like ghosts and being scared of things, what's up with your boy Broder? Why does it keep dodging?
Why? What happened?
No, I'm fucking around.
The Jared Goff stuff today you guys had on the show, great, funny stuff. I loved it. Can we use that video on our show, by the way?
Which? Oh yeah,
the
you
ding
can.
ding
all
ding
day.
one.
Yeah,
great
The
video.
ding ding ding.
Who
Yeah.
made that?
Easy.
I did.
Great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
dude. I felt bad. I was watching it last night with somebody, and I felt bad for Jared. I'm like, fucking Jesus, dude. Like, you guys are asking the same question to this man.
If
Give him a
people
break.
too in the chat, like if you guys do want to say that Eazy pulled those stats out to go at Jared Goff, I think Eazy, man, the back of his head maybe be like, oh, I'm getting him here. But like those stats weren't that bad. Like if you do, like you literally, like you said, he had 4 interceptions in one of those games. He had 5 total out of those 11 games.
Yeah, they weren't terrible.
Yeah, a lot
stats.
of them
They
were
weren't
like
great,
0
though.
and 0s, though.
Which is fine. Like you can win games with your quarter. The only
fair.
thing that we say we don't want to re-sign Jared Goff for this amount of money for is because his turnovers. And the one thing with that,
it's more than that.
Yeah. No,
It's
it's
more
turnovers
than
and
that.
maybe not his mobility to be able to get around.
Turnovers, mobility, ducks.
Arm strength. Yeah.
Okay, but still, let's talk about the
Let's talk about the positives.
let's talk about the main thing here, right?
Okay.
Which is turnovers, right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's the narrative that he can't play in cold weather. Your stats he pulled out, he only turned in those cold weather games. He's only two games he's thrown interceptions out of 11. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't say it's pretty.
I'm
good.
not gonna sit
It's
here
not
and be
bad.
I still like it, you're gonna probably beat the Bears.
Did you have a
I
shot?
think they're going to beat.
Not
See,
what-
I don't understand
I think they actually.
you guys.
I actually think
You're
they.
going to say you could probably beat the Bears.
No.
Oh no, we're definitely beating the Cowboys. What logic is that?
What do you mean? It's outside.
I think they're gonna beat the. No, well,
Jared
time
Goff is
out.
in the same
Time out.
outside.
I said probably because I didn't want to jinx them. I said on the show yesterday they win by 2 touchdowns this Sunday.
Okay.
If the people watching the show know I said
Because
that.
Eazy
last
said
night.
the same thing.
No,
He's
they
doing a
win by.
light-skinned face right now, but he said that it's more likely that the Bears
Smash
beat the
that like
Lions
button,
than
baby.
the
They're-
Cowboys.
you remember last year the Bears? You remember the Bears games last year?
Guys, so
The Lions
funny.
had the close one to start, and then
Yeah.
the Lions came back and they were prepared.
All right,
ready
I
to
hate
go.
that logic.
It's
Do you want to know what the real outside?
what the Bears are? They're mad. Get out of here! It's the Bears.
Yeah, fuck the Bears. But I'm saying like the logic
He's
there.
scared of the Bears.
I think he is.
I
been
am.
talking-
Yeah, the Bears. Listen,
shaking.
They're gonna
in
win by
his
2
boots.
touchdowns Sunday. Booner lock.
You said they were going to win by 40 last week.
Dude, you said that fucking.
And they were up by 28.
Yeah.
Last time we had a Bears Lions game, you told us DJ Moore was getting shut down.
That is
No,
true.
I didn't
He
say
had
shut
like
down.
40
I said it would be
yards.
nice. I said we'll be fine if he gets 80 yards and
No,
he
no,
doesn't.
no,
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
You were like 40 or
Go
something.
go find a
Yeah,
clip.
you said
Oh, we
40
will.
or
I
something.
I think
will.
I said 60.
No.
It was below 50.
You said 20.
You said something crazy. That's why we were like, whoa. It's okay. We
Fair.
forgive you.
All right, that's not me.
Let me
I
tell you
admit when
let
I'm
me
wrong.
tell you-
I might have been wrong.
It's okay. You want me to tell you the logic behind the 2-game difference? Where was the first game?
I get home and away. I don't really care.
Okay.
One game was
why
close.
don't you
A
care?
lot of people are saying the
that's
Bears
your
are mad
difference.
because they lost a close one.
I'm not telling
and
you-
they want to they lost a close one last year, and the Lions went into Chicago, had a crazy comeback.
It wasn't as recent. There was a bye week in between.
I don't care about any of that. I'm just saying the Lions played them 2 weeks ago. If you're telling me that with a better roster and a better team, Dan Campbell, Aaron Glenn, who you guys love,
How do they
Ben
have a better
Johnson,
roster
You
right
always
now?
make
They
it.
have a
I
better
love
roster.
They're
Aaron
down,
Glenn
they're
thing.
down to Lee McNeil and Frank Ragnow.
Oh,
for this game.
two
How is-
guys. Whoa.
Are you going
Frank
to
Ragnow.
They have the
just gonna
better.
push that
They
away?
have the better offensive line still with Frank Ragnow out. They have the better receivers. They have the better running
No,
back.
I mean a better roster from the last game. The last time they played the Bears.
No, I'm not saying from the last.
You're
time.
saying they have a
I'm
better
saying right
roster
now
than
they
the
have a better
Bears.
Better than the
roster.
roster than the Bears.
So when you're
Okay.
looking at preparing for a game, you have the better roster, and you're preparing after you just played them 2 weeks ago. You're gonna. All you have to do is you have
Do
to.
they
go out
have
there
a
and make
better
those
defensive
adjustments.
roster?
No.
No.
I don't think
No,
so.
the Bears got better.
No,
defense.
but I still think overall the Lions are obviously a better football
I
team.
would agree.
But my
So
thing
that's why
to
the
you
two
though, is
touchdowns
like
comes
that
into
that was
play.
your difference was the home and away. Like one game was outside, and we obviously know the numbers aren't the greatest outside. They're okay.
They're pretty decent.
Close game there. At home, whoop that ass. at home this year, I think the Bears are a lot better than people give them credit for. Like, and I'm not like a coach to say that's coach speak or anything like that.
He's been pumping the Bears.
I'm a realist, bro.
Yeah, I'm a realist too.
I don't think
Sometimes
you
you're
are.
not a realist because you didn't go after AG until this week.
Well, no, Spooner. 7 turnovers. Your defense is never going to do well. That's
I agree with
you
that.
Like to say I love AG.
I agree with that, but you do. I mean, Spade actually had this conversation.
You like to say I love AG.
Take away the
but really,
turnovers.
I'm just
still,
spitting like, can you let me talk? Can you let me finish here?
yeah,
you like to
your
say I
show.
love AG, but really I'm just fucking point blank telling you what the hell is going on. It's not I love AG. I'm not telling you that he's the greatest, but I'm like, there's fucking 7 turnovers. Don't expect your fucking defense to be prime time out there. That just doesn't make sense.
It's true.
It's not logical.
No, I'm not asking
shut
for
up.
him to be prime
Get
time.
more
Love
Booner
talk.
coming in soon.
8 o'clock,
That'll
baby.
do it
Love
for
you,
us
buddy.
today. Appreciate you all. Stay in tune for the heavyweights. Make sure you like and share the stream. For Eazy, for Chris, for JB, and for Booner. I am Spencer. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Darren out 2 weeks.